Alright, good afternoon, everybody. Hope you all are having a wonderful day today. Actually, it's not quite the afternoon yet. It's almost the afternoon where I'm at. But, nevertheless, I hope all of you are having a wonderful day today. We are at it again with some more Duet Night Abyss. And today, I'm planning on doing a good deal more of some wedge grinding. Also, I just realized that I left my game audio off. Let me fix that. But I've been hard at work collecting all the wedges that I'm gonna need and upgrading some of the other ones to test that. Eastern Time Zone represent, yeah! Oh, Fly High is the first in the Twitch chat, huge. Oh, I've been working at getting my Blaze resolves all ready for my Keijo. And so far I've got 3+9s, which is pretty good. I'm definitely gonna have to grind more to get 3+10s, and I think I could probably do 3+10s, Scorch and an Eternity for the time being. Though I imagine it'd be 4 resolves and an Eternity for best builder, maybe even dropping the Eternity altogether. Wait a second, that's the cat guy? Where? Are we talking about Keijo? I don't think he's a cat guy yet, but I could change that. Yeah, that's right. I was actually planning on drinking some gamer subs today, so let me actually take a moment to mix this up. I think I'm gonna have the titty milk flavor. It's me? I'm the cat guy? This guy? This guy right here? Nah. Nah, you must be thinking of someone else. The dude in the small box? This guy? Isn't he supposed to be a bat? Cats like small boxes? Ah, that is true. They do like, small boxes. My icon is a cat? Ah, true. Did you see the Immortal repertoire change? We can manually select an element? Yeah, I did see that. We will have to see how it's implemented in game when it releases. Because it could just be, you can select from the 2 that are available. I do hope it is where you can just select any element whatsoever, but we'll have to see. The one named Virus? There's a cat named after me? Also, Agent Virus is a fire name for a cat. Yeah, I agree. A million maze reagent ready? Sweet. I'm gonna have to grind out a lot more maze. Thankfully, I'm almost done with my monthly maze stuff. But that just means I'm gonna have to do a lot more pre-farming as well as farming up a ton of coins. Speaking of, I should exchange for some more coins because I just went broke again. You're waiting for it to be, you can only pick one element and only that element gets bonuses, not both. Well, the thing is, if it does work like that, that means you can use Fina properly now, because that would mean the enemies have actual real elements instead of the weird stuff that was going on in the theater, meaning that if you have an I6 Fina, you can just use her in every theater from then on out. 8,000 letter and 20 million volition ready? Or gold ready? Oh, sick. Yep, I still have to do some more wedge farming. Now, thankfully, I'm pretty close to being done with my electro wedges. I'm at 20 more. Yeah, I only need about 20 more until I've got 3+10s. And then I need to get another 50 for like 4 plus 10s, but that should really be the end of it. And even before then, I don't think that the difference between 3 plus 10s and 4 plus 10s is going to be all that big. No, the scaly defense coming up makes me not want to grind until then. Feels like I'm wasting my time doing any of it right now. Yeah, I'm saving a lot of my defense until then. But since wedges aren't really changing and maze isn't really changing, those two are going to be like my biggest grinds until the next update. Hey, Agnarok. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I've got about 19 Winspos and about 9 Volitions, so I still have quite a bit to get done in terms of my wedges. 2 more catnaps and we'll get Mother Jiliu. Hell yeah, we will. And I'm hoping that she is pretty good, especially because the Electro competition is going to get even crazier now that Rhythm is going to get absolutely juiced up with ranged weapons. Because unlike Jiliu, who does look like she's going to be pretty skill spammy from what I've seen, Rhythm can make use of weapons. Yo, you got a Pog 5 Streak? Huge. I'll be honest, I'm kind of worried about Maze. The new players are about to be cooked. Yeah, we're gonna desperately need like some Maze reworks and stuff. Jiliu guide explained by cats. Yep. I'll probably put out a Jiliu guide pretty early. Some say new wedges on Maze reset in 5 days. Really? Oh wait, yeah, because of the monthly reset happening shortly after the update. Yeah, that is going to be the case. No, what to do on 2 weeks of Bountiful Day when we're already finished pre-farming for Electro? Pre-farm the next element. That's really it. Just like farm a bunch more Winspos. Or go for some other wedges that are drops by Commanders. See, they should just reset early when new patch like that comes out. I'm not sure about that. But we will see. Well, I think I should probably start out by booting up some expulsions, because I'm going to need a lot of these. I already have all the Phoenixes that I'm likely going to need, so I don't really need to worry about doing Noctoager. But I feel like doing expulsions until I get at least 100 of each or pans is probably going to be good. And then I could probably get even more Phoenixes from just farming the Winspos specifically. Will I stream when the update drops? Oh, absolutely. I will be there minute 1. In fact, I'll even be pre-streaming waiting for the update to come out like I was with 1.1. Prep Maze Regi Agent just in case they do. Yeah. Next Maze reset will be interesting because current wedges still have 1 week extra time, right? Yeah, it definitely will be. I wonder what they're gonna do with implementing the new constants wedges. Like the clock. Time to call it sick for work. Yep. I'm getting a pretty decent amount of secret letter clues from these. Do you think the brand new wedges should be fast-tracked in some way? Yeah, it's definitely going to be a big drag if we get all those new wedges to grind, and Maze isn't updated anyway. Or in any way. Yep, a lot of the new contest wedges are just designed for Veronica to improve her. New wedges might need 200,000 Maze reagent? Jeez. That'll be pretty insane. I mean, if I get somewhere around, like, 8,500 per run, yeah, I am looking at somewhere around, I don't know, 220 runs total. That is definitely gonna be an undertaking for sure. I am not looking forward to running Maze that much. Yeah, I've been seeing that. Well, I've seen parts of it. Could you give me a little bit more details? Yeah, I've been popping into the official Discord, Queen and Mev and stuff. Shoutouts to them. Great fellas. The Maze already 1 million saved? Yeah. Unfortunately, I have not done Maze already, and I still have other things that I have to do. Now, I do notice that when I do expulsions, I am getting a lot of the not pans inspo and or pans volitions and stuff. I wonder if volition or if expulsions waited. And basically the old characters were badly ported into new version, it's turned into spaghetti code. Oh, really? Huh. Well, uh-oh. Why are all game devs obsessed with Virus? I don't think that they're obsessed with me. I just think that I'm a pretty generally cool dude. Oh wait, you said furry. Oh my gosh, I am so dyslexic. I don't think all game devs are obsessed with furries. I mean, there are definitely a number of game devs that seem to like furries. I mean, Zenless Zone Zero and the NTE devs seem to quite like them. But I think those are really the only two in this space that are like that. Old characters' weapons were both haphazardly fixed for 1.0 launch. Oof. Okay. Yeah. I can imagine that would complicate things further. TNA truly is Warframe-like if the spaghetti code is true. I hate to break it to you, but spaghetti code is an issue in almost every single game development scene. How do you think they can improve the maze? Personally, I think it would be best to... Well, I mean, first off, when it comes to the current maze, just make higher difficulty maze with more rewards and longer. Like, I'd do a freaking, I don't know, 12-minute maze if it got me, like, triple or quadruple the rewards. But what I would like to... And also infinite. I would love to see infinite maze. But what I would really like to see is a completely new mode in maze that's designed like Risk of Rain 2. That would be best for me, in my opinion. Fire equals furry? Okay. No, I am not a furry. See, devs have tried directly buffing the characters' weapons by changing the baseline numbers, and the code just stops working completely when they do that. Uh-oh! That's kind of surprising. Wow. Veronica needs 12% crit rate. You don't understand. It's like freaking the Goku at the center of Guilty Gear Strive. A glub glub time? Oh, you're so right. Furry's popular and furries show up and pay for furry bait. It's not hard to figure out. I mean, I guess. If you're just looking for money. I think remove baits will be best idea. Nah, I want Risk of Rain 2 maze. So that's why Margie wasn't in his true power level? Because she breaks the game? Yup. Apparently. According to Agnarok. Apparently, the main reason they're making wedges until they can find a permanent solution, and Veronica's the first they're trying to fix. Huge! Dude, I can't wait to see that. Like, if we get Veronica, like, true potential Veronica, awakened Veronica in 1.4, that'll be massive. I can only imagine the kind of nightmare it's like, we want to do it! We want to do it, it's just... We put the 1-2-2 and it breaks! Oh man. I'm here for the devs though, thick and thin. These guys are working their asses off. Yep. Unfortunately, unfortunately for the devs, it does seem like the higher-ups have been, like, pretty heavily interfering with well, maybe not interfering, but putting them in difficult situations. Apparently, the code from the old characters is back from their prototypes in 2023 and 2024. They did a whole migration before launch. I mean, I imagine. Launch was pretty soon after, like, the recent beta, or their last closed beta, and they even had the NDA beta as well. I imagine a lot of things had to be hastily put together when they were given that release time. It's like, lol, haven't reworked a promised character because the spaghetti was somehow tied to 100 other characters? Yeah. Veronica waiting patiently. Excalibur 2 took years to find his strings. Yeah, I can only imagine what the game is going to look like after they finally find their bearings, and hopefully they are given green lights to really change up the monetization scheme right now, because it is very clear that whatever is going on in the current monetization scheme is not working out at all. Especially when it comes to the cosmetic or gacha cosmetics in the Prism shop. Yeah, the biggest problem is they can't stop the new content trend because that's orders from higher up. Yep, exactly. That's the main issue, is that they have to do all of this stuff while also putting out new content and supporting the game. Especially early on like this, where even taking an additional month between the patch, or the patches, could be catastrophic. Imagine when the devs announced the game release not gacha and the coding team in panic mode, you asked what? Well, I don't think it was... They definitely had it all worked out internally before they made an announcement. Officially. Well, I don't think things are that dysfunctional. Needs to lean into a Warframe model and open a player premium currency trading market? I hope they do something like that. Honestly. But there are also so many systems in Warframe that are designed around, like, spending platinum for stuff like character slots and weapon slots, as well as things like Orkin catalysts and other stuff like that for the character building. So, it is really, really built around that kind of, like, pay or trade for progress stuff, and there are certain things about that I wouldn't really want to show up in Duet Night Abyss. I do not really want weapon slots and character slots. I think that would be a pretty big drag, all things considered. Let's see. You can still find remnants of it. The old code for the characters who were 4-stars costs less coins to upgrade. And it said, if you've noticed... Oh. I didn't notice, actually. But that... Yeah, it definitely is interesting. Why'd they rush this patch 1 week early if they need more time? The thing is, it's not that they're rushing the patches. Okay, these things happen on a schedule. But I do think the launch was definitely pushed out in a state that the devs did not really want it to be, but unfortunately they were just forced to be in a position where, like top brass or higher ups in the company were like, okay, this game's got to come out like now, or like real soon. And that is also, or it does seem like they're also responsible for a lot of the monetization decisions. Why is Keijo Theater is 3 weeks instead of 4? I thought it was tied to the Chinese New Year, but no events announced? Well, I mean, it could just be... I honestly couldn't really give any guesstimates on why exactly. The devs want to finally take a break after the patch goes live. Yeah, honestly, they deserve a Chinese New Year with all this crazy stuff that they're putting in. And so long as they're able to keep up this momentum as well as continue to patch up the game, especially because they are actively working on fixing up the characters, that is definitely nice to hear. The Lunar New Year celebrations in China have started. They have to push the update before they go on vacation. It's the main reason they have to go on vacation. Or that it's only 3 weeks. Got it. Okay. And people would probably trade for a lot of wedges indeed. Oh yeah, you know it. You know there's going to be a lot of people who are grinding out plus 10 wedges just to sell them to people, and a lot more would probably just wind up buying them. I mean, how many of you would spend like $5 or $10 for a plus 10 Wings Inspo? Like Elemental Wings Inspo. Reducing the per player grind expectation, introducing a premium currency grind to get fun catch stuff would be financially healthy and improve the game loop. Yep. Because then you get into a situation where the grinders can benefit from the whales, and the whales can benefit from the grinders. And so both people are happy, because the whales have to grind less, and the grind players have to pay less. Do you think they should add premium prism rewards for the highest tier of immersive theater? I think they should just get rid of the gacha. That's what I think. Yep. The devs have been overworking for sure. I wouldn't be surprised that's the main reason why there was no live stream. Oh yeah, especially with how they looked after or during the 1.1 live stream. Like, they were dead. They were dying. You could see it in their eyes. Grind to see number go up. Man, grind to see player count go up. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Almost like a real economy, interestingly enough. Yep. The people with money spend their money to give to the people who do stuff for them. My body is ready for the auto wave feature. I'm more excited for that than G Liu. Honestly, same. I'm mostly most excited for the ranged weapon wedges. Those are going to be insane. It's not like just, or like not just surface level stuff. They've been making fundamental engine improvements too. Oh, I've definitely noticed the fundamental engine improvements, especially, and also like the server improvements that they made for multiplayer. That happened in 1.1. That was massive. Multiplayer is so much better now. Honestly, like, going with the mindset that Duet Night Abyss is in kind of like an open beta state as of right now, well, also I feel like that's the best way to think about it. And just like a real economy that's gambling, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Now people would buy for weekly character shards / letter for sure. Yeah, one of the things that I would be a little bit concerned about when it comes to a player economy would be how the weekly stuff intersects with that. Personally, I think introducing the player economy and then, like, they would probably have to revamp all of the other systems in the game, because right now the game is balanced around there being no player-driven economy. Yeah. Ash of Creation, open beta, and it rip. What's Ash of Creation? Ash of Creation. Let me search that up. MMORPG. Okay. I mean, wait, shuts down shortly after Steam arrival and raising millions from fans? Wait, what? Moved to early access December 2025 and arrived on Steam. Launch was extremely messy, and it's safe to say the crowdfunded MMORPG had constant support and excitement. And then they just shut down. What? That's crazy. Yeah, like 10 years of development, the messy but supported launch, and they just like pull the plug? Was it did they have a publisher or something, or was it a fully independently owned studio? Because I could see publisher interference being an issue. Because there have been many situations like that. Risk of Rain soundtrack while grinding is nostalgic. Dude, I love the Risk of Rain soundtrack so much. See, I mean, Warframe had dailies that maintain strong premium currency value. Top level faction mods stayed a solid 10 plat consistently for years. Yeah, but the thing is, right now, when it comes to the current weeklies, I could definitely see it being a situation where people might just straight up make ults to, like, get extra weekly letters and then trade them for their cheap. It would definitely have to be something that is heavily looked at in the current system and would really need a rework to function the best. Yep. Hello there. who do we expect to be the best character for the upcoming Electro Summit? Well, I'd say it's really going to be a toss-up between Rhythm, Ji Liu, and Yu Ming. All three of them have their own, or are going to have their own strengths and benefits. I don't think Randy's going to have all that much going on about him, but I'm really hoping that Rhythm winds up being the best. If they want to make ults, that's fine. Just limit it by trial rank. Bots get banned. Real players can spend their time how they want. Oh, the thing is then, like, why even have the weeklies in the first place if people are just going to make ults and trade their weeklies to themselves? And the other thing is, if there isn't anything like weekly limited characters or stuff like that in the trading system, then it is pretty much just going to be people trading for demon wedges off of other people, and that's really all it's going to be. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Just the most wacky CN Yu Ming build with a Yu Ming Berry Psyche team, and honestly think he's drunk. Yeah, that definitely sounds kind of wild, for sure. What's bro planning on doing? Yeah. Oh, trading to themselves? Well, you can still have non-tradable progression stuff in the weeklies? Yeah. But honestly, the weekly stuff is mostly just the characters and weapons that people are going for. I don't know, it would definitely be a complicated situation to implement a trading system in the game because it very clearly wasn't built around it with its current systems. Maybe I'm misunderstanding, but does that equate to more time spent, meaning more rewards? The thing is, once you get your ult account up to a certain rank, then all you have to do is just log in, do your weeklies, trade the stuff, and then you've got like double the amount of weekly progress that everybody else gets. You said a CC focused team, I was like, yeah, you stunned me for sure. A crowd control focused team? That's interesting, to say the least. You always maze first at reset. Witch farm always there. Well, I spread out my grinds because I've got different staminas for stuff. Like IRL stamina for it. If I do too much maze, I don't know. My mind starts going numb. And so long as the game stays afloat, they can sort it out over the next few years. They don't have to allow trading secret letters. Yeah. Like I said, if they do want to implement a player trading system, it would have to come with some pretty big reworks to the rest of the game. Hey, 9000! Welcome! Oh, is this? I've got a ping on my Discord. Oh! It's wedge exploration! Okay. Well, I guess that's probably something that I should get doing, because I've got more blueprints that I've got to get my hands on. Yeah, I agree. Features like trading are a bit too far into the future for what we can expect in the short term. I think we could probably get stuff like guilds way before we get something like trading. Yo, it's proximity! Yeah! We've got all the real G's here. Except for Juan. It's been a hot minute since I've seen Juan. I hope he's doing okay. Yeah, covert commissions, exploration, demon wedge, select letter. I gotta get all these blaze morales. Yep. I'm at a point where you gotta do weapon ascension mats every day. Oof. Yeah, thankfully, I won't have to grind out mediation for a good bit. Because I've crafted every single weapon in the game except for one. So my Cleric Spear Obscure Expedition 33 final got delayed. But for 231 Canadian dollars, you can get it on Tuesday? That's insane! What? What kind of messed up company does that? I got into NTE beta mid before Hyper Nanta. Ooh. Man, every single time I hear people talking about NTE, I just feel just like, oh no. I hope the game does well, but I don't have hope for it. I hope they find something, but I'm not holding my breath. Do they increase the health the defense objective? It does not scale up higher the further in you go, so you will have to defeat the enemies before they start attacking it when you get closer and closer to level cap. Amazon, they probably didn't think the demand would be that high. Jeez. I mean, collectible vitals are a pretty niche thing, but yeah, that is like insane priority shipping right there. When I was seeing NTE content, I was like, damn it, that's just gonna good. Yup. I remember seeing somebody in the main chat of the Duet Night Abyss Discord, they were like, oh yeah, Neverness is like skins for every single character, and I'm just like recalling the level of customization that the characters in Nanta were advertised to have. I'm like, ooh, oh. Perfect world, enough said. Yeah, Hana. At least good thing for DNA is that all the new characters they're making nowadays are built in a way that can be tweaked and buffed and nerfed easily if they want. They're just having trouble with the old code. Yeah. I really hope that they fix all the old characters a lot sooner rather than later. And honestly, the dream, the full dream would be release a bunch of like old character buffs and reworks, and then also get rid of the gacha, and also release a suite of skins for all the old characters of the game. Like, do those three things, and I'm just gonna say, like, things are gonna get steamy, things are gonna get, like, things are gonna get stiff real quickly. Yeah, but the amount of stuff they do is insane. Like, they produce a new game every patch, those patch notes. Yeah. 1.2 is already gonna feel like an entirely different game with the kind of stuff that we're gonna be unlocking. And if we just keep getting updates like 1.2, it's gonna be crazy before we know it. What do I think the next major QL will be added in 1.3? I mean, that's honestly kind of tough because they've been doing so much already. I'm thinking of, like, a list of, like, QOL adjustments that we've been asking for, and at least 50% of the top budget items, like, more than 50% of the top budget items have literally already been addressed between 1.1 and 1.2. It is going to be like a Wuthering Wave situation where we are just gonna be, like, struggling to think of, like, okay, what's the next QOL? But I honestly think that Maze is probably gonna get looked at for sure in 1.3. I sincerely hope it does get looked at in 1.3. Maze and Wedges, those two are like the two top budget items right now overall, but that's more of like gameplay reworks rather than actual QOL adjustments. Maybe reworking the expedition systems and tie it into reputation. That could be interesting. Making it so that people can get better access to more like pure AFK rewards. That could be interesting. Waiting for the oiled up MC skin. You and me both, man. You and me both. If they added that much things, you'll need to rip me out of my guest desk to get me off the game. Exactly. Yeah, I'm really thinking that the 1.3 is going to be the commission update. Like, my dream is 1.3 is the, like, gameplay additions update, and 1.4 is, like, the major systems overhaul update. More variety and build potential in Maze, letting us continue the run as high as we can go for more rewards would be great. Yup, that would be amazing. And they'll be talking about it so much. Yeah, with the PPL update. I mean, we just got a whole bunch of adjustment sliders for the accessories. Let's just wait and see what they do. How many of you would pay like $50 for a breast slider? Like, everybody be honest. How much would you pay for that? Oh yeah, the selectable elements coming to the maze this Sunday at theater? Yeah, so the thing is, like, selectable elements could be... It is a little bit vague how they worded it. There's two ways it could go. It could be you could just pick any element, or it could be you pick whichever element of the two. And way number one, that means you can use any character in theater. Way number two, it means that Fina now becomes just the only element for theater. If it's Makenjo, I mean, take my insurance money. Ah, preach. Let's see. The more they improve the game more and more and get away from the gacha mechanics, and that's insane. They'll like, well, they'll be done by 3.0, and that's the case, but damn, they changed mechanics as a whole as a regular patch, and not like a 2.0, 3.0 version. Oh, yeah. We are definitely going to be seeing changes, like, big changes, sooner rather than later. And that was one of the big reasons behind my recent video. Oh. Oh, gee. I just got a glimpse of the upcoming Destiny Rising character. Somebody DM'd it to me. Uh-oh. But yeah. The rate of updates, as well as, like, the kind of adjustments that we're seeing is really, really hopeful for the future of the game. Big changes? Yeah, I mean, Camilla is massive. True. True. Yo, we got Paddox here! Sweet. You almost need to grind secret letter clues. Advice on the best / easiest way to do so. It's definitely going to be exploration. I know a couple... I mean, this is the same map that I'd use for level 10 exploration. So if you just sit in the spot where I'm at with rhythm, and there's also the other variants as well, which you might see as I'm about to cycle to the next row. Stuff, more letters. Though there is also the sewer spot. I have heard. Okay, it's the same map. I have heard people talk about the sewer spot. I don't know if it's or how much better it is. If it is better than level 10 Explo, but you'd have to ask some other people on that. Yep. Also, these devs are always surprising us with changes they don't announce early and then just throw them in the update notes a few days before launch. And then there's also just like all the changes that don't get documented for some reason. Or all the updates that don't get documented. Like, granted, a lot of them are the more small additions, but it's very clear that things are getting a lot better a lot quicker. I saw that you said you might do a spot video. Which spot would you like scratches? Back preferably, like in between the shoulder blades. Also the neck, like back of the neck. In the room at the edge of the carpet's awesome. Are you talking about in here? Because this room's only open sometimes. And I'm pretty sure this spot right here is still better. Like, this specific spot on this tile right here. Like non-reducing rewards for waves is something no one was expecting it. It's such a huge change. Yeah. I'm gonna be playing level cap defense now for my Ludo Mementos, and it's gonna be so much more fun. Because now, instead of just sitting there, you know, just clicking away at rhythm, I'm gonna be actively playing the game and finding out better ways to do mobbing at level cap with all my different characters. I mean, if I'm being honest, it's probably going to be a lot of Lyn. Maybe Resolve Lyn? Resolve Lyn could be fun. Is max level Boxy alone enough for exploration AFK, or do you need pickup range too? Well, the thing about secret letter clues is they will instantly go into your inventory when you defeat the enemy, so pickup range is not a factor there. But for this spot right here, basically, like, before you exit, you just want to run over here and pick up the remaining drops. It's usually just going to be some very minor stuff, though. But sometimes there are gelatins and other things like that. Okay, noted. I heard that Margie hits the level cap. You can do level cap, Margie. Explode 20 is fast, everything spawns as a single cluster. Yeah, I just don't really know the spot for Explode 20. And I haven't really had much of a reason to care because I hardly do letter farming ever anymore. After hitting TR65. I think the biggest issue with the shader revamp for 1.1 for me is the baseline appearance of everything. Are you talking about how they look in the 1.0 areas? Because, yeah, the lighting and stuff in the 1.0 areas is definitely extremely flat. And the characters look a lot worse in these zones compared to Washu and those maps. And I hope it is something that gets patched up more in 1.2. Level cap's gonna be quite hard since the mechanism gets two-shot. Loki might have to run Daphne for the slow shot / attack reduction. Well, that might not be too bad, because Daphne is gonna be one of the best characters for resolve scaling in, like, going into the future, at least for characters that don't reduce their HP by themselves. Because Truffle will, unfortunately for the majority of units, be a bit too potent in terms of healing. Though, we will have to see what it's like on a character-by-character basis. Because obviously Daphne will be a lot better for the Constance weapon and other weapon units. And a lot worse for the ability units if you're trying to run resolve builds. No, it's just this smeared over quality of characters at shading. I mean, look at the Enfield models. That's not something that those guys achieve just by tweaking their shaders. That requires some high quality materials too. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I get what you're saying. No, Daphne low-key becoming meta again? Yeah, Daphne... honestly, Daphne, like, playing ball in new update is not something that I was quite expecting. Yeah. I mean, Daphne is basically just going from bottom tier support to, probably like, I'd say A tier, not S tier. She's definitely not Apex support like Truffle is, but she's definitely gonna have a strong niche for the new resolve scaling that a lot of characters will have access to. Might have to try DPS Daphne again with Resolve. Well, I'm not even talking about DPS Daphne with Resolve. I mean, that is something interesting to try out. It's probably not going to change all that much. And Loki might even get into a situation where Daphne might scale better dealing weapon damage than her DPS, or ability DPS build that we had before. Which could be interesting. Lady Knife will be great with Resolve. All the Lumino characters are going to be great with Resolve. I've been prepping my Lumino Resolve wedges. Yeah, Resolve literally saved Daphne. Or at the very least, like, Resolve scaling on non-animo units saved Daphne. What's my favorite area to AFK in the world map? I like a lot of spots in Hwashu. I think like the kind of town square looking area for Miss Warp's my favorite spot. My biggest hope is a buff to farming in multiplayer. That was one of the best parts in Warframe. Chilling in missions, you would crush with other players, making wacky build. Honestly, like going into level cap, farming defense with multiplayer might be the best way to go about it. At the very least, 2-player. So you each both run a DPS, and you've got like the 2 supports. That could be the best way to go about it. Yep. Wasn't expecting min-making reputation quest, FIFA said. Well, it did look like from the preview you will also be able to trade in just enemy drops as well, so you won't have to do that much min picking. But there are also other bounties that you can do, which will probably be combat oriented or quest oriented. I specifically started using Daphne to get my 45 seconds remaining clears for Outsider and Summit, because Truffle just throws all the mobs to the arena and wastes time. Yeah, I was doing something similar with my Outsider attempts on Summit, but I kind of just gave up because I didn't have enough time that weekend to really grind it, or that week. Who did skill damage built Daphne machine gun all the way? I did. I have a plus 10 DPS Daphne build on my account. It's nice to see such meta changes happening early. It's nice to have more options open up with just a new set of wedges. Yeah. I mean, that's one of the things that I really love to see is just adding, like, the fact that so much build complexity just got added to the game with a single wedge release. And that's the kind of crazy potential that the gearing system has. Let's see. Hello, I'm new at level 53. Which character should I be farming to clear up the upcoming threats? Rhythm. Rhythm will be the easiest character to bring into the theater, as well as being just generally the best farming unit in the entire game, so you will not regret building her. They said we'll get 4 new dyes, with one of them being premium. What colors am I hoping for? The colors that I would like to see most in-game. Honestly, some more purples would be nice. But we should probably see some colors that we don't have already in the game. I mean, I don't think we have pink in game yet, right? So maybe pink, hopefully pink. The green selection is also kind of slim as well. Not a lot of great greens currently in the game. But we'll have to see. Some more blues would be cool too. And I'm not just saying pink because I want to dress up Yuming like that, okay? I mean, I might be. Maybe. Just a little bit. Itty bitty bit. Colors being consumable makes me not want them at all. Yeah. They really gotta fix up the dye system. Honestly, I would pay money for, like, a permanent dye to have. And then just make all the consumable dyes being, like, event rewards and stuff that you can get from, like, weeklies and endgames. What's the chance that we'll get more Covenanter wedges in the future? I hope slim. I'm not a fan of the Covenanter wedge design. It's very clearly just build fodder. I would much rather have more interesting wedges that have varied effects rather than just a simple stat wedge that you can stack multiple times. Yep. It's nice to see such meta changes happening early. It's nice to have more options to open up. Oh wait, I already read that message. My Psyche literally could not even consistently clear Apex Summit with any time remaining. Oh jeez. I'm anticipating Silver White Edicts might actually have a glow up from the new watches. There is potential. Though we'll have to see, because I'm pretty sure Silver White will be in kind of an unfortunate situation where it's going to be massively overcapping on its attack speed. I'm trying to remember what the new Celerity Wedge, at least on weapon platform characters like Outsider and Kecho. Characters other than that, it'll probably be just fine. Covenanters was a mistake. I mean, it's filler for now. I mean, if we didn't have Covenanters, builds would be a lot worse. But I do hope that Covenanters are just you use them for now, and we've got better stuff planned for the future. Because I'm not really a fan of build filler. And there is something at least somewhat nice about Covenanters, and it's the fact that it provides a good baseline for wedges to release in the future, meaning that basically every single wedge that they release from here on out has to at least have some niche where it will be better than a Covenanters. You need a pastel color palette? That would be so nice. The gacha is still being there for skins and consumable dyes, and things have to be paying $0 for anything because they don't want to support that. Yep. A lot of people are very much the same. One thing for me is definitely the color variants on accessories. I don't really care to spend a lot of money for, like, especially the ones that are already pretty expensive, like the ones that cost several hundred. Now, the ones that aren't like that pricey, you know, I'll buy some of the color variants of it, but I'm not trying to spend $10 per freaking sword on my back. That's just the same model in a different color. Let's see. Like a way for us to add a new feature to each of our Covenanters that we farmed up and make them all self-sufficiently unique. Oh, like a random stat on Covenanters? So, you farm your Covenanters and you craft it and it gets like a random bonus stat? That could be an interesting way to go about it. Which grind should I prioritize for TR65 or Demon Wedges? So, it really just comes down to you. Demon Wedges will make your grind easier to a certain point. I would definitely recommend going for at least like +7s on your main farming unit and your main theater unit, just to make those experiences easier. And luckily for you right now, you can do that for rhythm on both, so that will be a nice deal right there. But getting TR65 will make all of the Demon Wedge farming significantly easier because of the Demon, or the, not Demon Wedge, the Secret Letter Clue drop rate buff that you get from TR65. I have basically reduced my dedicated Secret Letter Clue farming to 0. Just by getting TR65. Riven's mentioned? Riven's indeed mentioned. I guess one benefit from the next patch to not overlook is you'll have massive surplus of junk wedges to feed into the reroll converter, since we're all pre-farming too many blue volitions. Yup. No, we will have to see just how useful it is. Yo, Anonymous, have you been seeing the, like, dev insights that we've been getting from official server in general? Also, welcome to the chat. Well, you bugged Fidelity Flare somehow. You cracked the hack terminal and nothing happened. It just broke. Oh, really? That's funny. You have like 2.2k of utmost of the other Fafnir one. Can't wait for the wedge reroll. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be so nice. Oh, I haven't seen anything yet? Oh, okay. Well, basically, the TLDR of it, character buffs have been something that the devs wanted to do, like direct character buffs. However, the way that the launch units were ported into the game was rather rushed, and because it was basically from like their prototype builds into the betas, into the launch, due to their launch periods being rushed along. And as such, there's spaghetti code that is preventing them from updating the older characters. Like, literally, turning a 1 to a 2 is breaking the units completely. So, but they are trying to fix it as much as possible, or as soon as possible. And the first character they're looking to buff is Veronica. But they are using the Demon Wedges currently to act as a buffer until they can figure out a permanent solution. Yeah, and the other part is that a lot of the gacha monetization stuff is due to demands from higher ups in company and maybe publisher as well. So there is some like internal interference like that going on. I love tech debt. Oh, dude, tech debt is the best. You gotta pay it back eventually. Just broke twice in a row, really? Jeez. You might want to try reloading the entire instance. Yeah, I think the 1.3 skin event will be more substantial than anyone is thinking right now. I sincerely hope it will. And that event is probably going to be the test bed for the developers to make their case against the higher-ups for like a monetization model change. They're probably going to use that Foxing event to be like, okay, it's very clear what the players want, what they're willing to spend for, and how they want to spend their money. So let's just take this, you know, this little gacha stuff, and you know, just throw it out, you know, and make more money. Novel concept. Hate how the game has locked map seeds like this. Oh jeez. You might need to take a break from mediation, it seems. Yeah, the devs need hard evidence to show their bosses to get rid of gacha. Exactly. So, you know what this means, boys? Everybody, you better stock up all your Foxing. You better be buying those monthly passes and those battle passes so that you can buy out the entire Foxing event. Okay? This has to be a community effort. In fact, I would be willing to exchange my Foxing Plumules for regular Foxing just to support that event. I will wail for the Foxing event. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, Lucky. Hope you're doing well. You went back to town and then tried again, and the same thing happened. You even skipped Bombaholic to see if that helped. Yeah, I don't know. I guess mediation might just be broken for you right now. I'd ask if they burn themselves by vibe coding, but honestly, if the devs made same foundational mistakes in the past, oh yeah, like, I don't think it's a vibe coding issue. We're getting DNA system all before Ananta, lol. True. True. Future request camera mode while farming. Honestly, that'd be pretty nice. Having, like, camera mode for emissions, because there are, like, locales in here that we can't really get good photos of. Hello? Hello, Jam! Welcome to the stream. Oh, Rebecca may be a maniac, but that PFP is sick? Which one? Now, please be unique skins. I hope we get some new unique skins just for the event. I mean, we're getting 2 skins this batch. So, it is very clear that they're getting ahead on cosmetic development. Devs just inexperienced. Their first game, they've been learning to develop it since 2023. Oh, yeah. Honestly, for a first game, this is pretty darn good. That's really a lot better of a first game than I'm probably going to make. Yep. The other one, with his skin currently in the gacha. Ah, yeah. Dude. I really wish it wasn't a standard banner skin so I could just get it. She looks so good in it, but ugh! Just remove the gacha already! We must wail on the Foxian event so that the devs will remove the gacha. Yeah, I won't lie, I'm very impressed with this their first game. Yeah, it's pretty big. You can't do mediation, all this can't just be you. I don't know. Somebody want to run a mediation real quick? I'm currently doing wedge relay stream. At least for the next 15 minutes. Is it worth getting all the different attack type constants wedges out of the maze? Trying to decide if I need to keep grinding maze? I mean, for future characters, probably, yeah. I mean, if you've been grinding since launch, you can get, like, just buy out this 4th reset, and you can just kind of wait, because if you do get to a situation where you need them, you can just grind out and get the plus 10 then. I sincerely hope the devs can convince their finance department to keep their grubby gacha out. Yep. Honestly, I really hope that they wind up doing that, because they removes the gacha again. In Duet Night Abyss would be such a tough thumbnail and title. I even loaded into a level 40 mediation to get a different map in Glove and Pit. The bomb doesn't work. Yeah. Are you on NA right now? Yeah, let me get done with this Explo, and then I'll try loading into a mediation with you, see if that helps. What's this about a Foxing event? It's something that they talked about in one of their blog posts. They're doing a cosmetic event where you'll be able to get limited, or you'll be able to get skins and accessories purchased for Foxing rather than Foxing Plumules. And I'm thinking that that event is likely their test bed to make their case for, like, changing up the monetization systems in Duet Night Abyss. Yep. Now setting in the exact same spot as you are with Rhythmal. Sweet. It's the last reset for plus 10 wedges? Yep. Not Concord is W, honestly. True. Let's see. I mean, if they gacha more stuff, they'll boot me out of the game. Yep. More gacha equals less players. Less gacha equals more players. It's a very simple equation. Suyi plus the event would be lit. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, so you're all at F4 and restarted the game? Yeah, hopefully that fixes it. But if it doesn't fix it, I'll try loading into co-op with you. I mean, if you do just have the co-op, I would be willing to run like 20 mediations with you. It finally worked? Okay, huge. Glad that fixed it for you. Unfortunately, missed a few maze resets, so still gotta catch up. That's unfortunate. Well, luckily, I'm pretty much done with, like, the current wedges and maze, but then there's gonna be the new wedges. Yo, it's Nick! 2 days till greatness! Yep. We got a lot of great stuff coming. 1.2 is gonna feel like such a different game. And I am so hyped for it, honestly. Could you do a new range weapon priority list in cat terms? All of them. Every single one of them. Though, if I had to say, like, the exact ones that are gonna be the most important, multi-shot reload speed, crit chance, and the crit rate ones. So, basically every single one except for the arrow and the quiver, but arrow and quiver are still going to be very important, because there are going to be some range weapons that are going to want the max ammo and ammo conversion. And if you're playing characters other than Keijo and Outsider, the additional... Well, actually, this one will be pretty important, because it'll just replace your current celerity and give you the extra magazine capacity. So, like, I guess really all of them except for Arrow. But even then, Arrow's still going to be important. But fold over and crits are going to be the most important for damage. You already have +10 wedges for Zilio. Huge! And you have your Winspos pre-farmed as well for Zilio as well. All ranged weapons right now? Is that cat enough? Oh. Yeah. Oh, not me doing max ammo first? Okay, thanks, boss. You're welcome. Yeah, there we go. Got some additional magnets that I would have missed. Not yet. Okay. Prime wedges are a bitch. Hardest to grind in the game aside from wings, though. I don't think that they're that. You do have to farm a lot. It's mostly just because there's a lot of them. But you farm them out in some pretty fast expulsions. Probably the fastest expulsions. And with all the new range wedges, you do get to kind of grind out all the Typhons while going for the new range wedges, so it's not even really a big deal. Yeah, 500 hours so far since launch, only because this game is not a gacha game. I love it at the moment, and hope for the game. Unlike a certain gacha game without a story skip button after 5 years. True. I have such high hopes for this game as well. Especially with every single update that they've been showing. Will I try Neverness to Everness? No. No. No, I won't. I'm not anticipating that game. There's more Duet Night Abyss, and then there's Ananta. Those are like the two games that I'm locked in the most on. Every single Demon Wedge should be expulsion or at least endless defense. I mean, if we're thinking of in terms of right now, but I would really like to see them overhaul the acquisition for Demon Wedges. Will the new event using Foxing or Plummules? Regular Foxing. So that'll be 1.3. So start saving your regular Foxing, buy the battle passes, and buy the monthly passes. Especially because they're also buffing the monthly pass. So you're going to be getting even more blue manuals. Will Theater finally be trivialized with new help of weapon wedges? Spamming gunning down the boss stance every 10 seconds? Yeah. Boss stance is about to be absolutely obliterated. Just because NT doesn't have gun doesn't mean it's bad. I don't think it's even a matter of it not having gun. Like, that's not really a thing for me. Personally, I just think it's rather uninspired and not really all that polished. That's really it for me. It also has furries in it, so that's kind of a turn off as well. Oh, my Twitch chat was frozen for a second. Okay. Yo, Trex! With the new wedges, it might be possible to permanently phase skip Hellfire Immune with a bow. Potentially. New weapon wedge is honestly still so high for me. Would the 24 blue manuals be good to purchase, or should we save up? I think we should save up for the event, because I do think that the Foxing event is going to be a test bed for new monetization systems and even removing the gacha. I've been here for like an hour, but you have? Oh, you have? Crap, I didn't notice. I read your messages, though. Hello, Corsonis. And hi, Prox. You've been here already, Prox, I know. Alright, almost done with the Covenanters. I think the separation of Foxy and Plum Mules is a bit odd with the way the game is now, because you don't get much free Foxy from the game in gachas. They would have, but Foxy and treasure chests and exploration areas, but it's all secret letters. Yeah, it is really just kind of odd to me as well. And it was likely another thing that was probably forced in by higher-ups. And hopefully the devs just get enough data to convince them to be like, okay, let's make the game better. Let's just stop messing around with this weird stuff. CVT Foxine was used for characters and weapons? Yep. But that's not really the case anymore. I heard of a really nice game, you should try it out. It's called Project Mugen. Oh, dude, I've been following Project Mugen for, like, a while, but they stopped posting. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Yeah, it really is similar to that Ananta game. Like, they've also got, like, Ananta also has really similar character designs to Project Mugen. I wonder if, I don't know, they got, like, the same character designer for it. I don't know, that rabbit is, like, 1-to-1, pretty much. Wink, wink. Yep. No, all I've heard is that devs are actually on the side of the players, but monetization's not in their own hands. Yep. That, unfortunately, is a common tale in game development, where you've got, like, the developers that are just like, please just let us make the game good. And then you've got, like, the top brass just like, but how does that make me money? Or even worse, they've just got, like, their own stupid ideas on what to do. Yeah. Now, artistically, I will say that Silver Palace is at least interesting to me. Oh yeah, Silver Palace is a very pretty looking game. Gameplay-wise, I don't know, I'll have to see a little bit more from it. It did seem kind of like just a really parry-heavy game right now. And that wasn't really too interesting to me. I'm gonna hold your balls when I say this. What? Alright, let's get these Blaze Morales crafting. Let's see. It's the same game, I think. Yeah, that's the joke right there, Bruce. Fire. NTE has 1 for a character so far out of the whole cast. Man, and when he's put out by that is a psycho, lol. Well, 1, that opens the door for more. And it is also still a gacha game. Like, I'm gonna be honest, a gacha game is gonna have to be at least on a similar level to Wuthering Waves for me to really be considering it. And not even Enfield was really able to, like, tickle my balls. So, yeah. Even thinking about it not to tickle my toes? Dude. Yeah, same. Let's see. I didn't expect it to be fair game to the players because gacha, but its art direction is good. Yeah. I mean, it does have some decent art direction, though. I do think the animations need a lot more work for... Oh, wait, you're talking about Silver Palace. I was thinking of another game. Okay, yeah, never mind. Apologies. Yeah, no, animations for Silver Palace are fine. It is mostly just, like, the gameplay that's kind of turning me off for that game. So you're saying tickle them more? Yes, please. Actually, what? Moving on. I agree with the idea that gacha is introducing female main protagonists who are defined by fabulous and stylish instead of being gooner bait. Oh, yeah. I really do hope we get more skins in Duet Night Abyss that are, like, more variety with how they look. I do like the cheap hell, and I do like the new school uniforms as well. I want office uniforms. Give us office uniforms so that I can just literally turn Jiliu into Makima. Like, just do that. What games turn you on then? Duet Night Abyss, Ananta, Wuthering Waves, but they've been, you know, it's been a little bit iffy there. The idea of Destiny, not playing Destiny, the idea of Destiny turns me on. And roguelikes. Also RPGs of all kinds. And farming games. But they have to be good farming games, like Rune Factory. Also incremental games. But that's more of a guilty pleasure than anything else. Destiny Invincible, exactly. The only reason I try Enfield is because of the factory. I'm kind of jobless. Honestly, if I wasn't as busy, I probably would have given Enfield a bigger shot. Which is any shot at all. Really. This is what I've been saying. Give my woman the business suit with pants. Yes! Yes! Your collab skins when? Oh, dude. That'd be so sick. NTE? What about NTE? Most relatable Destiny player take. Yeah. Dude. I seriously just have to make anime Destiny. So that I can finally have a Destiny game that's, like, good to play. I wonder what the benefits of Fastness Decay will be enough to use Typhon's Resolve on Pyro and Hydra units instead of Morale. Pyro units? It'll depend. It will be an interesting situation, because, like, Lynn already gets some Morale in her kit from her Intron 1, but it is only 35%. Though it will be a matter of will Daphne / Truffle be better to run with a Resolve setup on Lynn compared to Fushu on the Morale setup. Lumino is very clearly going to be Resolve being best in slot. I don't think Hydro is really going to want to run Resolve over it, because Rebecca's very skill spammy. It doesn't really give her a lot of opportunities to get a lot of weapon hits, or ranged weapon hits in, to keep her HP low. And she's pretty much going to be running Fushu anyway. So I don't really see there being much benefit to her there. Yeah, Linda. Yeah, the morale is only for 1 minute, too. But that is also enough for something like Summit. Alright. Didn't hear Honey Pop? The porn game? Are you gonna collab with KFC and give us KFC wings again? Oh no, maybe. Are you oh wait, you're arguing with him about that stuff? Okay. Okay, back to TFD. Can only watch someone stand still for so long. I'm having a discussion. Also, like, bro, what? Let's see. That Diabolic guy is definitely a piece of work. I think it's like a DNA tsundere. He's like, I hate you, DNA baka. But then he shows up to like every single DNA stream and post. Would Lin be good with Xilu's greatsword? In a morale build, yes. Yes, she would. But it is going to be like an interesting situation because Pyro doesn't really have good access to a lot of skill intensity. Meaning that they will get an outsized buff from Xilu compared to a lot of the other elements. Lumo doesn't really have that same problem. I mean, they do have a Volition, even if it is a Nirvana Volition. But also, the two main units for Lumino are both weapon damage characters, meaning that they get more benefits from other bonuses. A lot more. And Nightfall also does get a ton of skill intensity amp from her ult as well. Let's see, DNA Senpai. Who's the DNA Senpai? I don't know what the game considers start of combat though, so if it resets when entering a new area, I'm unsure. Well, it would show up as a buff on Lin herself, so you would be able to measure that. There's probably somebody who already did all the testing. Maybe you can ask in the Lin TC chat. In theater, you can restart the trial and it counts as a new start. Use to cheat Psyche do? Okay. Question for the next wedge event. Does manual stack with the event bonus? Yes. Not with the 300% bonus for 6 times a day, but with the Permanders. It'll stack with the Permanders. So you will only need 7 gold manuals to max out the event. Alright. It's Hydro Lumino Theater right now, but Rebecca is going to be the easiest character to bring into the current theater. Though, of course, if you want a character that'll do both, you would build a Lumino character. Yo, Flo's on a 3-stream streak, let's go! You need 14 total now, for 2 phases. For what? You're cooking up some fried chicken? Dude, I love fried chicken. It's so tasty. I'm excited for another shot at the SSS title, but only you only got SS, but you're gonna farm hard for it this time? Huge. And with the increased frequency of the wedge events, it will be really nice going forward, because that'll make future summits a lot easier to prep for. Yep, the next patch will have 2 bendable days instead of just 1. Oh crap, it's Wedge X Flow again. I don't think I have any wedges that really I need to get a ton of blueprints for right now. I could go for some more Umbro stuff to prepare for Berenica, but I do think that I need to really focus up on my Electro stuff most of all. Oh. Thank you for reminding me to drink water. Splendid. It's more worth to use the purple books for the 300%? No. Because the 300% is just an additive thing. It's not going to multiply up to 300%. It's only the Permanders that get multiplicative boosts.
My broke ass couldn't get Spider-Man Sleeping Dog, so Ananta it is. Yep. I mean, I haven't played either of those games. I just want to play Ananta because it looks crazy. I want to be able to drop kick somebody off of a rooftop. Two Battlefield Days is so nice. I love the dance for that one. Yep, it is. And they go ahead and buff the amount of manuals we get from the monthly pass as well, because they know we're gonna need more for those events. Like, please just give these devs everything that they need. They're gonna cook so hard. See. Oh, you can craft 7 tier 4 books from 15 days of green books. Well, you wouldn't really want to spend your green books, like converting greens to golds for the event. That's gonna hardly be any benefit over just spending your greens normally. And you're gonna be losing like 64,000 reward percent on the general drops, like Covenanters and stuff like that, to gain like 6,000 reward percent for the Permander drops. So it really is a situation where the only thing that you'd be saving there is time, not really getting any real buffs or rewards compared to converting your purples to golds specifically for the Permander stuff, because that will be pretty positive of an exchange, especially for time. The multiplier of the Permander, you get like 5 Permanders in that run. So it's like a 5x on the amount of wedges that you're getting from them. Foxy's event's gonna... well, I hope it's good. They have to make it good. Devs might be chefs because they cooking. Oh yeah. Keep them in the kitchen. Like, imagine we keep getting, like, banger game updates like this, and we get even more, like, big overhauls, like removing the gacha, and then we also keep getting, like, more banger story stuff. Like, imagine we just get our own freaking Shibuya incident in Duet Night Abyss. That would be wild. Imagine the discourse around that. Because 1.0 story was already pretty freaking good. 1.1 hasn't really done enough to impress me thus far. But I am anticipating that changing with the other part of the Huashi story. Hope they get more replayable events like the Summit, the other events. I just never replay them at all. Yep, hopefully. So it's a 2,000, yeah, it's more like a 10,000 reward boost. Yeah, because it's multiplicative. Yep. Man, they should make a cooperative cooking simulation game like Overcooked. That'd be pretty goofy. Just please don't do a hide and seek minigame. I will have PTSD. I think Ji Li is a really interesting character and not just for her gallons. Yep. I am really excited to see how the rest of her story plays out. I never tried DNA, so what's it about? Exploring dungeons, low taper fade. Duet Night Abyss is a... So the story is a bit difficult to describe. It is definitely good, especially if you like anime stories in general. Game is about essentially collecting characters' weapons and building them up in order to take on strong challenges like Theater and the Summit, as well as playing through the story, because the story is excellent and gives you a lot of rewards as well, and the events, because the events are also pretty rewarding and fun too. I mean, honestly, the cannon shooting event is pretty darn good, all things considered. I don't know how many of you guys have played it, but it is actually a pretty darn fun event. How much map costs? 10, 20, 50, $100. It depends on how lucky you get in the gacha. It's really it, but it is going to be pricey for that mount, and at least I'm expecting it to be pricey because the emotes are pricey. And it's the same, like, rarity tier as those, so I expect it to not be cheap at all. As for the other amounts, there's going to be the free amount, and then there's going to be, like, 2 paid ones. And looks like the truffle one's probably going to be, like, a cheaper one compared to the others. Yep. It's about being the best Fox Hunter we can. Yep. No, Prop Hunt minigame would be lit. I love those minigames in PGR. It's like one of the most enjoyed minigames. I don't want Prop Hunt. Please don't. Please don't make me play Prop Hunt again. I will cry. Only if they had proximity chat. If they had proximity chat, it'll be peak. The cannon event was trivial with chain bullets until the very last stage where you just use napalm rounds. Yeah, it was pretty easy, all things considered, but it was fun. Best event was when we moved through White Labyrinth with special objectives. Oh yeah, that, like, the Avian Trials event, that one was great. Really liked that one. Yes, someone summoned me. I was talking about proximity chat, like the game feature. My only issue with the cannon shooting event was the crosshair not lining up with where bullets were going. Yeah, I can see that being pretty annoying. Skip the cannon shooting game in Maze every time. Well, I was talking about the event itself, not the part of Maze. I know why we skip it, because it just straight up is not worth it to do it in the Maze for the amount of time it takes. I like to pretend to be an NPC more than a prop hunt. Oh. Like one of those social deduction games. I think I've seen some gameplay of some stuff like that. That'd be neat. We can do cat hunt if they bring back prop hunt. It'd be interesting. You realize that Lulu Lunaloot is just a prop hunt character, and you know they will use that for an event? Oh no. Please. Tabitha literally says she does prop hunt shit with her powers. I don't want that. I don't know how many of you guys were or played Genshin when it first came out, but the first prop hunt they did in that game was really silly, because if you had Mona, you could literally just like use the sprint and stay hidden. It was kind of silly. Bullets in this game are not hit scan, only some guns are hit scan, hence the crosshair mismatch. Yeah. It does line up pretty well at a certain distance, but if you're close up, there is some very clear mismatch. Imagine having Mona. Yeah, true. It was pretty hard to get characters in the launch. Yep. I missed the deliver food in Genshin firsthand. Foods are always not delivered. Yep. Can anyone explain DNA in Destiny Rising terms? I'm kind of homeless. So it's basically it's very similarly structured in terms of like, what you do in the game, because you've got all the different game modes that you need to play for separate rewards. Artifacts are still the most grindy thing in the game. However, there is no stamina locks in Duet Night Abyss, meaning that you can just farm until you're done. And it also means that you don't have to worry too much about doing it every single day. Beyond that, there's, instead of gotching for characters, you just play the game, you get secret letter clues, and then you do a selection of missions to spend them to get character shards. And the new characters that get released, you earn them through the endgame, which is the Immersive Theater, which is kind of like the Realms of the Nine, where you have a series of stages where you have to clear enemies, and then a final stage with the boss. So I think that's the best way I can really describe it. Get it at some point when that event turned into Dead by Daylight. Oh, really? Can I explain Destiny in DNA terms? Regular Destiny? Yeah. Maybe. DNA is homeless friendly? Oh, for sure. DNA, in Destiny terms, instead of farming a weapon 1 billion times, you farm the same dungeon for wedges, which boosts the stat. Yeah. Explains a lot. Okay. Well, I'm glad it did. Alright. Well, I think I'm at around 20 of the pans wedges that I need. They explain Minecraft in high-tail terms. Okay, these questions are getting a little bit out of my... how do you even begin to explain Minecraft to somebody? It's such a big game. I pulled on the Fushu skin gacha and got 50 of the crystals. I spent 25 for the skin and still have another 25 for another skin. Or at least I hope that's how it works. It is how it works. So congratulations on getting lucky with the 50 drop. I really do hope that the gacha is removed at some point though. Have you seen the new Terraria update? I have seen the new Terraria update. I haven't played it yet, though. I have to play it. I want to do a bunch of multiplayer worlds with all the secret seeds. Is that something that y'all would want to do? Like, some multiplayer Terraria with secret seed worlds? I think that'd be pretty fun. Another globule freedom? Yeah! Alright, I'm at 28 of the Winspos. I'm gonna farm Expulsion until I have 100 of each of the pans. And from then on, I'm just gonna target farm Winspos. Do you think we'll get an annual event festival in DNA? Like a... anniversary? Probably. Love Terraria, you would enjoy that? Sweet. After I'm, like, all done with my Duet Night Abyss farming, or at the very least almost all done, and then basically just farming to craft track shift modules, it might be a good time to, like, do some Terraria playthroughs with y'all in the server. That'd be fun, you join? Sweet. Let's try and start that up sometime. Think GTA 6 will be delayed because X being filed, so Mugen it is. Yeah. Will GTA 6 ever come out? I don't know much about Terraria, so I just know the prison... Oh, I just prisoned the guy at the start? No. Well, Terraria is a lot of fun. Genuinely one of my favorite games of all time.
especially with mods.
Vanilla Terraria is great. Modded Terraria is greater.
But you do have to be careful with mods. Because there are some that will just try to ruin your experience. New Terraria update, you don't have to build houses for the NPCs? What? What's even the point then, if you don't have to build houses? You dig straight down and can never get back up? You didn't block your... or use blocks to get your way back up? Calamity? Calamity is one of the good mods, yep. Probably the most well put together mod out of them all. Furious, are you in Skull CJ's Discord? I want to send you a wedge locator Google sheet made the other day, and it makes it a lot easier to find what you need at a quick glance. Yep. I am in his Discord. I am also in my own Discord, so if you want to join that, link should be in the description for the YouTube stream. But yeah, you can get into contact with me there. Nunta will be a good alternative for PC players. Rockstar will make their... or take their time for PC. Yeah. But the thing is, there are going to be people who will just play Nunta over GTA regardless because it's anime. I'm one of those people. Let's see. They will wander around and leave at night. Once you make them houses, they say where we put them. Oh! Yeah, I remember that. I think that's not really so much so that you don't have to build houses for them. It's more so that you don't have to already have a house out in order to, like, know that they're coming. Because there are, like, a decent deal of NPCs that are like that. Let's see. Which mods ruin your experience? Just about anything that says quality of life will probably ruin your Terraria experience. Terraria already has so much QOL in the game already. Like, those mods are literally just turning it into, fight boss one after the other, and don't do anything else. The shitty one. Oh dear. I keep hearing about this shitty one. What's it about? You don't want to know. Magic Sword? Magic Sword is okay. You can, like, you can use Magic Sword. I will admit that one's fine. But, like, just about every single other one, nah, you're kind of ruining the experience. Like, build your boss arenas, build your houses, and have fun with the experience. "300 spawns Calamity mod was ultra fun, but hell at first." Oh, I 300% spawn rate. That's insane. Or is it 300x spawn rate? Like, just a flood of enemies coming at you, like the surface in Get Fixed Boy. I gotta do a full Get Fixed Boy playthrough. Still haven't done that yet. I remember when Terraria had a Don't Starve Together collab. Well, yeah, I remember that too. Dude, I remember back when Terraria didn't have the Moon Lord. That was crazy. A crazy long time ago. Yo, it's School CJ in the chat. What's up, bro? How are things going with you? You've been doing a lot of drama content lately. I've seen. You're chilling? Well, I'm glad you're chilling. So, I heard that, Big Boy Tectone got involved. I haven't really been keeping up with the situation that much, so, I mean, you'd probably have to fill me in with everything. Just a little here and there. I feel like it's a little bit more than just a little here and there. Yeah, take time. I'm in a bit. You cool peoples? Yep. Tectone's a chill guy. Maybe I should not check what Genimon is? No. Do not check out what Genimon is. Did they ever come out with the Cthulhu boss fight? Yeah, the Moon Lord. It's Cthulhu. You missed the DNA podcast. I think we were supposed to have one. But I think CJ is just on other topics at the current moment. Yeah. Oh, awesome, thanks. Yep, you're welcome. Oh, you played the Terraria part of the Don't Starve together, or the Don't Starve part of their collab. I actually haven't ever played Don't Starve. Nope. I'm honestly so excited for 1.2. It is gonna be so fun. Is it better Farm Expulsion, Decommission, or the one that the specifics? I'd say farm the specifics on the Winspos, and farm Expulsion to get all of the like Pans series. But you do have to farm like the specifics in order to get the Phoenixes, because those are random drops there. But you should get enough of those when you're farming your Winspos. Well, if there was a Don't Starve Together X Fear and Hunger collab, names alone are perfect. I don't know. Have to see what those games are like. I hear stuff about Fear and Hunger, but I don't really know what the game's about. Yo, Blu-ray. He's posting the cat. Yo. Fried chicken is done, BRB. Okay, get yourself that fried chicken. I know that Fear and Hunger is like some mess up horror RPG, right? But I don't really know much about it beyond that. I do like to keep myself pretty spoiler free on stuff. Every day I'm playing Don't Starve IRL. Ah, I see. A lot more Robin. Alright, let me just drink the rest of my gamer subs. Ah. Oh, oops, I accidentally clicked something that's blocking my chat view now. Alright, there we go. Thanks. Alright. Probably gonna be doing expulsions for a long time. But thankfully, this map is a lot more chill to be going through compared to the sewers. At least in my opinion.
I'll always eat chicken nuggets even if I'm 60 years old. Same here. I will eat chicken nuggets and pizza till the day I die. Even on the day I die, I will probably be eating chicken nuggets and pizza. No, well, back to the maze mines I go. What? Good luck, my friend. Ugh. I'm gonna have to do, like, I don't know, 6 more or 5 more mazes for the remaining wedges this month, and then I'm gonna have to do a lot for gold and a lot more to free farm. Because I want to get both the new Constance wedges, and I also want to get the new stance wedges for the melee weapons. Or I guess the upgraded stance wedges. Hey, yeah, we eating good out here? For sure we eating good. You want to go back to the maze asylum? Me either. But it's something we must do. Together. I wonder how good Ji Liu will be at maze farming. She seems relatively interesting, but I don't know if she'll be better than Psyche. You're there now, Sag? Oof. Yo, we got Daza10M2D. Hello! Welcome to the chat. We're chilling and chatting. We got 2 more days until the next update for Duet Night Abyss. And we're all having a grand old time. Once we farmed all wedges, then we get new sets of wedges 2.0, replace old wedges. Not all the old wedges. There are some wedges that are getting replaced by better ones, like Wings and Spell is going to be replaced by the elemental ones for all the characters. Though, when it comes to the weapon wedges, even though there are some that are going to be, like, straight upgrades, due to tolerance costs, as well as the stats that other characters are going to need, most wedges are going to still have their own niches. Make sure you guys pre-install the update. Yep. Well, actually, I don't know. Can I pre-install the update on Steam? Is that an option? I mean, there's going to be a long downtime regardless, so I don't think it'll be that big of an issue. They don't call on the plus 10s anytime soon. They'll cut confidence in the game loop. I don't see it happening. Yeah. Nope, no pre-install on Steam. That's unfortunate. Sadly, I use Steam plus iOS, no pre-install for me, Sag. Ooh. Oh, it looks like I'll be downloading it on stream. Low-key, I kind of want to play some Risk of Rain or some Enter the Gungeon while waiting for the update to come out. I've been playing some of those games some more. I have to get all the new achievements in Risk of Rain 2. And Enter the Gungeon, I just really like that game. Super fun. Cannot wait for Enter the Gungeon 2. Is there a release date for that yet? I know it got, like, announced in the Switch 2. Let's see. Enter the Gungeon 2. No release date yet. Unfortunate. Though for Steam, the mobile update probably be pushed out in the middle of maintenance, and then you log in with the maintenance ads. Yep. Real easy. Y'all just download while you go to bed, since you, so it's not too bad. Yeah, unfortunately for me, it happens like late at night in NA, so it is actually a time that I would stream. Though honestly, if it was happening in the middle of the night, I'd probably wake up for it regardless. I pre-install a PC client on day of the new update. Have Steam downloading it. Yeah, that is something that I can do. But there's also going to be all those things to purchase on Steam. Granted, I don't have to buy it, like, on stream, so it's not really a big deal. Ugh. Gotta do my daily flirting February real quick. Chase legends, but I chase you. Aw. That's so sweet. We ready to spend $500 in 1.2? I don't think I'm gonna be spending $500. 100 at most to get the 2 battle passes, the monthly passes, and like some of the bundles. Maybe 200. I knock glasses off tables, but I'd never knock you out of my life. Oh. Man, you're getting really good at this. Okay, done. Time for nappies. Alright, have a good rest going, bro. I mean, I do still have the client for Duet Night Abyss installed. So I could just go ahead and wind up doing it. It's not really going to be much space. It is a little bit annoying, though. It'll probably just be just in case if the Steam download isn't ready for when the servers come online. One of the nice things about doing the expulsions is that you don't have to worry about losing any wedge drops. Though that is a pretty rare occurrence overall for me. The biggest nice part about it is just the fact that you're farming all the pans and the winsbow at the same time. But once you get all the pans, you don't really need to concern yourself with expulsion anymore. Do you find it strange that every patch the Foxing Pass has new frame? So if you max it out early, you can't get... No, you do get the new frames. It'll just give you the new frame by the time that it would normally run out. So there's nothing you gotta worry about it when it comes to that. I have all the new frames, and I have bought, like, the past 3 months in advance. Ugh. Oh yeah, I've been learning some new stretches lately, and honestly, it's been pretty nice. I think I should probably go a bit more into yoga, maybe even doing like some Pilates and stuff. That'd probably be really good for transitioning to more like calisthenics overall, because that's something that I really want to do a lot of in terms of workouts. I'm probably going to try alternating between like weight exercise and calisthenics on different days. Though I probably should try and set up a consistent, at the very least, 1 day a week to work out. First, I have kind of just been relying on sporadic motivation. Which is, unfortunately, something that, I'm not great about, overall, being very consistent on stuff. I'm trying to be more consistent, it's just difficult. Ugh. No, I always feel like something's wrong with my brain. Even after therapy. What are you doing, a blinking until failure vid? That'd be such a short vid. Well, it wouldn't be that short. It'd be like I don't know, 4 minutes or so. I don't know. Maybe for like a flood stream, I can do stuff like that. I have wanted to do like a really long fun stream where every so often there'll be like challenges and stuff that you guys can make me do. The Gorns and Moans? Oh, what? You sitting on that purple body, not even to get a plus 10 yourself? You gotta get ahead of the nerfs, bro. Enjoy it while it's OP. Ah, true, true, true. I got a plus 10 in my body. Plus 10 in my body before it gets nerfed. Gym stream with CJ. I don't think we're even in the same area. That'd be really difficult to set up. AFK defense while exercising. Nah, we only do active defense from here on out. We're doing level cap defense. Generally, the only times I'm gonna be AFKing, like true AFKing and Duet Night Abyss, are when I'm spending secret letters. And that's something that's gonna be pretty excited as well. Imagine if you did just one push-up, pull-up, jumping jack, squat, or lunge per wave, just one. Okay. I can do a squat. Like every single expulsion I can do, I'll do a squat, okay? There. That's one. They're actually gonna be fine. Since they're revamping rewards. Hell yeah. What team of wedges would you suggest to farm for the next Flux Center Summit? Electro wedges. All of the Electro wedges, including the new Wings Inspos, as well as the centerpiece ones, those are going to be really important to get. Though, depending on how it shapes up, you're going to need the new range weapon wedges if you're bringing Rhythm. But if you're just bringing Ji-Liu, you're going to need Ji-Lius, as well as her support wedges. Though you are going to want support wedges regardless. Alright, so that's the second expulsion. Alright, let's do another squad. There. I honestly hope that I'm able to get a bigger room in the future. You'll be there in no time. Those new wedges will get you ripped. Oh, hell yeah, they will. Okay, let us see your back when you do a squat. My back? Oh, why do you want to see my back? Is it for, like, form purposes? Is it better for Siren's Wings Inspo than Noctoyager? Not really. It is better to get all the pans alongside it, though. But you are missing out on the Phoenixes. So if you don't have all the Phoenixes, you will need to grind those out still. And they won't drop from here. Alright, one more. Alright. Hold on, I accidentally sat on my chair there. Alright. There we go. We'll say that was like 1.5. Morale to volition ratio on Rhythm? I think it's going to be mostly morales. I have to do the number crunching, and that's probably going to be something that I do later today. But I will be putting out full, like, new character update guides for everything. And it will definitely be dependent on, like, how good the ranged weapons are going to be on Rhythm. Because I am definitely looking very closely at the backshot build. Is my Twitch chat frozen? No. Don't just chat there. Everybody on Twitch is lurking. Form exactly, nothing else, surely? Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure so long as I don't, like, have my knees go over my feet, I've got, like, good form, right? I could do another squat. Do a squat every single time. There. Do wish I had more space, though. This is the expulsion of weakness? Yeah! What new ranged weapon? The new ranged weapon wedges. They are broken. Hella broken. We're all amazing. I'm Maze too. I figured. Still listening but lost down here? Yeah, everybody lost in the maze. Oh, you gotta move back a bit? We can't see your butt? Why do you need to see my butt for a squat? Alright. There we go, another squat. Oh, gotta drink more water. Alright, let's go. Ah. For gooning. But you got full sight of Fushu right there. Why do you need me? Freaky stream? That's the secret. Every stream is freaky. Alright. Well, stop kidding to them, they're too far gone. I think I might need to use the bathroom real quick. Forgot to tell them to aim the camera a little bit. Actually, it might be good to aim the camera a little bit down because I've got like a lot of unused space up here. You do get to see my bionicles, which is pretty cool, though. You're only at 12 on the Pan series. Yeah. Gotta resume till the 28th. More? Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to use the bathroom real quick, so I will be right back. Let's see, where's the text overlay? There it is. Alright. I'll be right back. Alright, I hope we didn't really lose anybody. I am returned. Litterbox break. Take us with you. I'm not taking you with me to the bathroom. Elevator music where, Mr. Che streamer? Mr. Che, how do you fail to get set off? Oh, dude. Okay, well, I gotta do, like, I think 2 more squats now, so it's like 1, 2. Alright, there we go. Bro, I fought Subject 47 like 4 times in a row now. Ah, that's unfortunate. Ugh. That guy's so annoying. What are we doing today, Mr. Che? Why are you interviewing the Che? Mr. Che streamer. Pain is weakness leaving the body? Indeed. I think I gotta do another squat. Maybe I should get like a standing desk for some streams here on out. That might be fun to do. So I can be more in motion. Not gonna lie, I definitely do sit a bit too much, and it is kind of a habit because a lot of you longtime viewers would know this, but I used to have the bed above me right here, so I could not stand up like this in front of my desk. But my desk is also like kind of short, so it is Definitely not great postures to be doing that. But I gotta do like, I think 3 more squats, so... Nah. Fire isn't streaming tomorrow due to cheeks pains? Nah, I'm streaming for sure. The day before the update comes out, like, why wouldn't I? Why, if I stab you, that's not weakness, that would be blood. Truth nuke? Truke? I think a big fun center is so much that people aren't really talking about is building up your TR, because 63 to 65, you get a big damage jump. Well, honestly, your characters are going to matter a lot more than TR. Of course, if you do have 2 perfect characters matched up against each other, then TR would be the tiebreaker. Alright. 20 push-ups. Oh, what? I can do 20. Oh yeah, time zones. My bad, Mr. Chat. Oh, yeah. Tomorrow's the last day before the update for me. I think it's 2 days for most people. Or maybe not most people, for a lot of other people. What's crazy is that the top 10 last time was not TR65 peeps. Maybe one of them was TR65? Yeah. Most people in the top 10 prioritize building their psyches, or their psyche team up rather than TR. I was the opposite. I built up my TR, and I suffered because of it. Though I won't have the same opportunity to make that mistake here, because I'm already maxed out TR. So I'll be able to build up my meta teams with all of my weekly claims. Yeah, it's not going to be that big of a damage boost. It's only going to be around 100 attack percent, which is like half of a wedge. So having your wedges maxed out and your character introns and your supports maxed out will be a bigger difference. $5,000 out of 900, or yeah, 50,000 of 99,999, almost 66. Yeah, I'm getting up there with you. I do think it'll be either 1.3 or 1.4 when we get new trial ranks. Because there are going to be a lot of people who are going to be hitting that cap pretty soon. Shoot just got the most baby girl-defiable way to make you Ming while almost passing out in bed. Oh, really? Gotta take notes? Yeah, I definitely write that stuff up. Or write that stuff down. Has someone done the math for the 300% resonance charm? I don't know if somebody's done the math for it. I could probably do the math for it, but like I said, it's not going to make a enormous difference for most characters. Attack's already a oversaturated stat. How's the white shirt, red tie going? Oh crap, I forgot. That is something that I'm going to have to order if I want to dress up for the stream. I'll have to look into it. I do think I have a white dress shirt, but it's long sleeve, not short sleeve, so it wouldn't really fit. Still TR62, bruh. This may come to bite me if I'm not TR65 by Fox Hunter. Your teams are going to matter a lot more than your trial rank. Oh, it's a pre-final damage multiplier, the resonance stuff. It's just additive attack percent. So it's not really crazy impactful.
Fleeting Traces fires before Fleeting Traces rhythm is real. Yeah. Alright. I finally drank the rest of my smoothie. Yep. Had to use orange juice instead of kefir, so it wasn't as good of a smoothie, but I'll probably get some kefir soon. What's this, more pings? Hi there. Alright. I wonder how many more times I'm gonna have to do this expulsion mission. Though, thankfully, after I get it done the first time, I won't have to worry about any more pans. All the pans will be farmed up. Hope I get 2 copies of the new melee weapon, plus 2 molds, equals S3. You got a good chance to get 3 copies, so you could get S4. No more pants? What? What happened to the pants? At card, do you currently have your Kesho built, including both weapons and wedges, for a vid somewhere? I have my Kesho first impressions video, but Kesho's build and gameplay is going to change drastically with the next update. I was planning on putting out my Ultimate Kesho guide pretty early on. Some stuff got in the way, though. I mean, I went like a whole week without posting videos. And when the new wedges got announced, I knew some crazy stuff was going to be happening, and I would very much like to put out like a complete guide with everything in the new update. After today, then I don't need maze farm till 144. Huge. I still got to do theater real quick. Can I screenshot real quick? My theater team? I mean, I have a theater video out on my channel, so if you do need that, I definitely recommend. Alright. You said it, no more pen? Oh, okay. Ah, I get it. You're doing a little funny. Hey, Fires, do you think there are any Permander ability combos that could nerf Rhythm in upcoming summits? Not really any more than it would nerf characters like Ji Liu. Because Isel would be terrible for like everybody that doesn't stay really mobile. He funny. You're funny too. Don't discount yourself. I don't know what to throw on weapons. Well, I will let you know what the weapon builds you're going to want on Kesho are going to be. Because they are going to be different. That is for sure. I could get behind squatting pants. Really now? Okay. You S5ing the laser? Which one? The Daybreak Hymn? Probably not. But in the future, definitely. Yeah. Let's see, Isel isn't actually that bad for Rhythm. It's much worse for other characters. Yeah. Rhythm does get away with a lot of animation cancels, which is good for her. The better change, but I do gotta do theater before they change. Yeah. If you need theater, I have a guide for it on my YouTube channel. I can go ahead and post it in the chat real quick. I'll pull up the video. Alright. Copy link. Alright, there you go. There's your theater video in chat. Why would the daggers be good for Kesho, not the morale weapon? Well, it's simply because Kesho scales off of his weapon stats. And the daggers have... Well, we don't know what the stats for the melee weapon for Jiliu are going to be. But I doubt they're going to be better than the daggers, especially because the daggers have a crit stat in their passive. So... I don't think that you're really going to be able to beat that. At least not with the current wedge setups that we have. Thanks, mate. Hey, humans. Indeed. But the daggers are also good because of the attack speed cap in the game. Because that's what's putting it ahead of the... What's it called? I'm trying to remember his name. Vernal Jade Halberd. Because you are actually overcapping your attack speed using Vernal Jade on Kejo. At least when you get to high enough investment on the skills. Because... I'm trying to remember how much attack speed that Kejo gets. I think it's like 70% from his skill. I could probably go ahead and check in-game. Definitely a bit of a time loss on the farm, but probably better to just check instead of just relying on memory. Wait, I do have to wait a couple seconds. Yep, there we go. Alright, skills. It's level 8 right now. And it increments by... Okay, so you're going to have 87 attack speed from his skill right here. So... yeah, you're overcapping the attack speed on Vernal Jade because of that. And because of that, the Orient Yor will wind up being better because the crit damage will scale infinitely, unlike the attack speed, which just get overcapped. And you don't really need to concern yourself with the trigger probability at all. So, because... especially in his best setup, where you're not even making use of the Phantom Plumes regardless. And I actually will have to get my Lumino Hunt down leveled up, because it will be better scaling, I'm pretty sure. Wait, what? I already had a +5. Well, there's a few thousand... down the drain. Oh well. Because I'm pretty sure the Hunt Down will have better scaling than the Resolve for the Resolve setup. Oh wow. Okay, I've got 2 blueprints. So that'll be a +7, almost +8. The Skyfall duality on Kejo hits hard in an emotional level. Yeah, for sure. Haven't been there. Yup. There's an attack speed cap. Yup, attack speed cap of 3. You can't go any higher than that. And with the new celerity, you will be hitting the attack speed cap on ranged weapons if you run both celerities. Though you wouldn't run both celerities on a weapons platform like Kesho because he gives attack speed in general. So you just replace the current celerity with a new one because that also gives the magazine size. And magazine size is pretty important. Alright, back to explosions. Let's see, how many of these do I have? I don't really need to check those two. So it's 14, 25, 14, and 19. Okay. And I've got about 34 of the Sirens and Wind Spells. Yikes. Yeah. But honestly, I'm pretty cool with an attack speed cap. I mean, it's probably there for game engine limitations, because any more and you're probably going to start getting into a situation where things begin to break. Either stuff starts lagging or stuff stops registering. And it is more fun to build around certain limits like that in general. Yeah, things already break. I mean, Ketch's gameplay right now, with the current attack speed cap, it looks like a Dragon Ball Z fight. Anymore, and it's literally just going to be, like, freaking just every single frame that plays is a different part of the map. Oh, yes, and me, Mr. Streamer-san. You have a good night as well, going burr. Still need 170 wings and 80 volitions? Yes, I do. Yes, indeed I do. If I can get at least 50 volitions today, I'd be pretty satisfied. Because I could do 50 volitions today and another 50 tomorrow. And have just about everything ready to craft for the new wind spells. But I also have to do maze, a lot of maze. Have a nice day, or else do not worry, I will have a nice day. There are a couple of videos that I have to rep pretty hard today and tomorrow. Run base with Lisbel, get attack speed, and watch it go burr. Oh, yeah. Dude, I hope we get some attack speed supports for other characters like Lisbel and Link, because that's going to be so fun. Yeah, has those summoned thee? No. No, I didn't. I just said your name because, or, well, I was saying goodnight to you, really. Let's see. Well, you said good night. I thought you were going to bed. Was that not the case? I apologize if I misread the situation. I gotta say, things are gonna be getting even crazier if we get new melee weapon wedges in the update after. Especially if they're on the same tier as the new ranged wedges. No, the Lisbel attack speed and watch it go burr. Oh! I see. It was your master 61 or 6616. That's who summoned you. I should drink some more water. I get a little bit thirsty. Ah, splendid. I love being hydrated.
Honestly, I've been eating pretty good lately. We've got the new Duet Night Abyss. I keep getting Jujutsu Kaisen on a weekly basis. All things considered, it's been pretty good lately. We've also been watching through the rest of Gachi Yakuta. And there are a couple other animes that I'm going to start up right after that. There's also Modulo. Modulo's been a real treat to be reading. I hope we get the next chapter really soon. I saw some leaks about it. That usually means that it's about to update. Oh! It is out. Well, I know what I'm reading after the stream. Yeah. It's anywhere between 0% carpal tunnel. Oh, yeah. For sure. Update is that Tuesday? It depends on your time zone. For the US, it's going to be late at night for us on Monday. So, we shall see. Hello, Like Found. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Is either genius or absolute madness? What is? The expulsions? For you, 3 days and 8 hours? It should be everybody happening at the same time. So it should only be about like 40 or like 50 something hours. Yeah, like somewhere around 54 hours, I think, should be the time. So it's like 2.5 days or so. Well, less than 2.5. I mean, I could check the Discord. They have a event for it. Yeah, the servers are going to be going down at 3 p.m. on the 9th, and we'll be coming back online at 11 p.m. for the US. Well, 10 p.m. for my time, in Eastern time. I do wonder what the Silk Ring Glit is, though. Oh, maybe those are the fireworks items. Let's see. 2 days and 8? Yeah. I can't count. Yeah. It's fine, it's fine. We make mistakes. Commission Expulsion, not the Noctoria manual. Has a pool of pan plus wings. Personal opinion. Well, the thing is, I think it's going to be better overall. It probably would be slightly faster to farm for the Wings and the Volitions individually if I'm just going for those. Though you do need to farm the Noctoyager for the Phoenixes, but I already have all my Phoenixes maxed out, so that's not really a big issue for me. Meaning that I can do this to farm up all of my pans at the same time, up to 100, and then I can do the rest of my Siren's Windsbows in Noctoyager, because I think that'll be the most efficient overall. But that's only because I already have all the Phoenixes. And I am trying to plan for the future as well. Yeah, the fireworks probably for the Lunar New Year celebration occasion in open world? Yep. So many people all of a sudden? WTF? Oh, really? What happened? What the? Okay, that's not natural. I didn't get raided, did I? There's nothing in the chat that said it was a raid. I can't really say. I mean, I've been attacked by bots before. I'm not sure if it's malicious. Thank you. Yeah, it does. Okay. Yeah, it does look like there's some bot stuff going on right now. Yeah. Okay. Okay, somebody decided to bot me for some reason. That's weird. Alright, I'll, have to adjust chat perms. Let's see. Usually setting it to, like, followers only and following for, like, 10 or so minutes or 30 minutes usually stops the bot stuff. So, alright. Stream settings. Let's see. Or, I think it's moderation settings. Yeah. Okay, followers only mode. I do hate having to turn on followers only mode, but that is an unfortunate situation. Alright. Yeah. Oh, I'll write up a pin real quick. Alright. And pin that. And manually unpinned or until end of stream. Alright, there we go. And it does look like the bots are now following as well, but they won't be able to screw with the chat anymore. I've dealt with this before. Yeah. Unfortunate. Well, all the regulars are followers anyway. I hope that there wasn't anybody in chat that didn't, or that wasn't a follower yet. I do apologize. This is an unfortunate situation. You can watch on YouTube if you're getting, like, stuck with the 30-minute wait for chat. Actually, I probably shouldn't say that. I think that's... Alright. Which the numbers in this game were a bit lower. It's way more exciting to see a number go from 10 to 12k than from 10 million to 12 million. It's hard to distinguish such high numbers in the chaos. Yeah. It would be a bit nice for that. Jimmy, you're carrying the DNA category. Yeah, I am. So awesome. I hope people don't use this and, like, try to think I'm doing something, because I mean, I do not have money to view bot. I thought the viewbotting situation was supposed to be getting better on Twitch. Like, it was supposed to be more difficult. Ugh. Yeah, it looks like I'm probably gonna have to turn off follower notifications as well, for the time being. Alright, let's see, we did some alerts. Alright, chat, edit, events, follow events. Yeah, turn that off for now. Ugh. It's been like 2 months since the last time this happened. Twitch and YouTube will inflate numbers to make things appear more popular? I don't think this is the case. I feel like they'd probably want to do just like a simple multiplier of like, I don't know, 10 or 20, just adding 200 streams. Put 5 minutes ads so you get something out of this. No, Twitch already filters out bots from ads. That wouldn't do anything except for harm the viewers that I already have. Follow butting is genuinely only good to like put yourself at the top of a category that's competitive. Or not follow. View botting is only good to put yourself at the top of a category that's already competitive. Or to bait sponsors. Yeah. No, I also followed on Twitch just now. Please don't ban me. No, it's fine. No, I mean, it's such a big flood that I really can't handle it. Yeah, there's like several happening every single minute. I'd need to have like a moderator handle this. Increase network effects? I mean, I don't know how that would work. What's crazy is that I turned off embed views. So these guys got some like expensive view bots on me. Get a sponsor. Yo, check it out. I randomly got 280 viewers on a random Saturday, streaming Duet Night Abyss like I do every day, for no reason. That's so annoying. Left for 1 minute and heard the botting nation attack? Yeah. The clankers! They're coming for me! I seriously wonder what I did. Like, who gets off on doing this? Genuine question. The last time that something like this happened was when I was watching the Psyche video on stream and making fun of it with everybody in chat. That one was a much worse time. But I had not had any situations like this since. But yeah, I genuinely don't understand what I did today to make this happen. Unfortunately, there's not really any way for me to report this myself, so... I mean, I tried looking up the first time it happened, and it's just not really a situation. Ugh. It really sucks, though, because it just, like, inflates my follower account to an absurd degree. Which genuinely does freaking nothing. Yeah, I mean, I can't sit here just banning every single account like every second that it appears. As worse as that, sometimes there might be real people that get caught out in the mix. I hope that the bots die off soon. Are you done with Maze? Dead tired and gonna sleep? Well, good night, Ragnarok. Hope you have a wonderful rest. You don't want to ban 250 accounts manually? Lazy for real, for real? Ah, true. Ugh. Waiting for the next stream video, or the next video with 12 sponsor segments. Yo, huge. Hope he gives us something after he gets sponsored.
Yeah, I'd probably give the community some stuff after I get some good sponsor money. Unfortunately, sponsorships have not been great for me. Maybe after I get 10k on YouTube. But 10k is probably going to take a bit. Okay, stay safe, Miss Meow. Back to crowd chambers. What? Have a good time resting, going bird. I'm still gonna be here farming expulsion for all of the wedges that I need. Rather get raided by Boston? Boston raided by ICE? Well, I mean, I'm not an illegal, so I don't think I have to worry about getting raided by ICE at all. It was kind of crazy to me. One time somebody just actually openly admitted to being illegally here in the country in a public Discord. And it's like, wild. I'm pretty sure they had their profile pictures, their real life picture as well. Of course you say that you're not illegal, but what? Do cats have passports? Do cats need passports, even? Oh, what am I farming? I'm farming wedges! I'm wedging! Because I gotta get everything ready for the new recent spouse. Got a lot more of these expulsions to do. So you don't have one? No, I have a passport. It's just expired. So I have to get a new one. No, I'm not illegal because I was born here in the United States. I have things like a social security number. And a birth certificate. Yes, do you need documentation? Unironically? Oh, okay. My cat has a passport? What do you mean? Okay, well, I guess cats do need passports. I'm not a pet owner, so I wouldn't know. You got a traveling visa for the cat? Oh, really? Tell us your SSN? I don't remember what it was. I'd have to find it. I keep it in a safe place. I did have to enter my SSN a lot when I was becoming employed. It was annoying. It was like every single other document I had to put it in. I do wonder how much progress I've made on my wedges thus far, though. It's probably time to start crafting a couple more. Now I think about it. Just to confirm, I feel like telling you my social security number would do a lot more than just that. And it would probably mean that I'd need a new one. Oh, the E word? E? Expulsion? Well, you can get a passport for a pet if you want to show it the world, but it's a hectic process of going to the doctors to make sure the pet is okay to fly. It doesn't have anything wrong medically. Oof. It's probably why most people just hire a pet sitter. Okay. I guess the forge isn't ready yet. Just another 4 minutes. Alright. But now, hey, okay. At like 20 for the cans now. And I'm at almost 40 for the Winspows. Sick. employment. Yeah. Thank you for censoring it. There are a lot of people who get scared by words like that. See anything being said in Discord? All right. Definitely will be nice to do those new stretches again later. Because they got me feeling pretty darn nice. I was doing this one where I was like on my belly and I was grabbing like my legs and like pulling my arms back. It was pretty nice. Highly recommend stretching to everybody here. I should probably do some yoga as well. That'd probably be pretty fun. Sounds like a cat stretch? No cat would be able to do a stretch like that. They would break. Oh, what? You can't... I'm not a cat! Alright. Just, like... What, are you gonna tell me that I'm a cat because I drink milk on a regular basis as well? Hot yoga with cat. What? I would rather do cool yoga. I'm not a big fan of being hot. Furthens the point? What do you mean? No, worked in sales before. Social security number doesn't do anything alone, because in credit checks, sometimes the questions get asked, like, in 2010, you leased a car, what model was the car? I genuinely wonder what questions like that would go for me, because I don't know if I have history like that. Denial? Well, of course I'm denying it, because I'm not one! I would also deny being a woman, because I'm a man, a male. With balls. Yes, yes, we all believe you. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. First stage is always an... What do you mean?
Nice balls, bro.
Prove it? What do you mean prove... I'm literally streaming my face cam right here. There's nothing else to prove. You can see my real face. It's not a mask. Like, these are my real teeth. This is a real background right here. It's very good generative AI. Generative AI is not that good. Male cat, okay, gotcha, bro. Late night will still iterate theater in 1.2. Well, yeah, because it's still Lumino. Not real. I am real! This is real! All of it! What, you're just gonna sit here and tell me that, like, this figure of mine isn't real either? Like, this is just all generative AI, I don't have a cool Gojo figure? It's a little bit dusty, I should probably clean up my shelves a bit more. Maze Farm done, retired Maze till 1.4. I wish I was right there with you, man. Not real, yes? Okay. Okay. Well, what could I do to prove that I am real then? Male cat VTuber using a human model? What VTuber is out there that has a model like this? Basically, questions about what he did before in life, loans, leases, people he associate with financially. A lot of things that I have not done. Do a backflip? I'm not athletic enough to do a backflip. I will fall on my ass. It will not be pretty. I might break something. 108 and 65 wedges go. Huge! I'm doing my wedges first and then I'll do maze. Because I'm pretty much already done with my maze for the month. Cat confirmed? Well, I'm pretty sure a cat would be athletic enough to do a backflip. Unless it's a fat cat, and I'm not fat. Ugh. No, I'm not! Fires, any tips for receding hairline? I mean, I don't really know all that much about it. So... I mean, I hear there's, like, medications you can take for that, but that also can, like, mess around with testosterone levels. And you could have some, side effects that aren't good to deal with. Personally, I think the base recommendation is probably just to work out and then just let it go bald. Because it will mostly just be kind of like a preventing the inevitable deal. Or delaying the inevitable. I mean, I've got a lot of hair, so... And no family history of baldness, so I think I'm probably fine on that front. Being bald sometimes makes you look better? Oh yeah, especially if you've got thinning hair. I know Tectone looks much better bald than he did with trying to save what little he had left. I should probably do some more arm stretches. Wait, you have hair? Yes, I have hair. Do you not see it? Okay. When the fuck did I miss, homie? A lot. You missed a lot. I'm getting, maliciously botted right now, still. It does look like they stopped following, which is good. But... there was a lot. No, I don't see any here. Can you prove? Okay. You might just not be looking at the stream. What DNA category active? Anyone saucy or just random? Yeah, it was just random. I genuinely don't know what I could have done or who I could have pissed off to have that happen. I mean, I mentioned, like, Tectone, I think, one time. Maybe somebody just really doesn't like Tectone and decided that it'd be cool to do that. And they have, like, a lot of money because I have embed views turned off. So they can't even get the cheap ones. It's been like this for a minute. Like 20... well, almost 30 minutes now, I think.
I just hope it doesn't reflect badly. Unless you're a hairless cat, some fires, please don't go bald, otherwise my 30 streak will end. Don't worry, I won't be going bald. Yeah, there wasn't really anybody sussy that I could really tell in chat. I genuinely just don't know what the hell happened. Thankfully, it doesn't seem to be going on YouTube, so that shouldn't really be an issue. Yeah, YouTube stream is definitely not getting botted. And Twitch should probably be fine, because I'm not pretending like these are real viewers. And I definitely didn't do it myself, because I don't have money! You should probably not have said that. I have a pin in here that states the stream's getting maliciously botted. Whatever occurs with CJ drama, it's best to stay out of it. I mean, I wasn't even really, like, getting into it. I just kind of asked for, like, an update on his end. And I heard about some things like Tectone getting involved. I wasn't really... I mean, I didn't even, like, say good job or anything. Personally, I don't even think... I think the drama's kind of ridiculous, to be honest. I mean, not kind of ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And through and through. Though, you know, it takes two to tango. Yeah. The white tea is okay? Oh, okay. Am I not allowed to say that on Twitch ever? DNA update drawing people. Oh yeah. Everybody's coming back. It definitely is, yeah. Nah, I'm just staying out of it. I've got much better things to do. And I'm just not really a fan of it in general. Okay, have fun, guys. You go to work. All right, you have fun as well. Your Master 6616. Hope you have a great day at work. Which is better to run Rhythm, Onslaught, or Ravaging Thunder? Ravaging Thunder, if you are active, I think Onslaught can be used instead of like another Covenanters. But it's not going to be like a major difference. Say which one. DNA has a very loyal audience, especially how young the game is. Oh yeah, it has a very loyal core fan base right now, and I'm super happy with that. Which phase am I repeating? I'm repeating level 40 expulsion so that I can bar my pans up. We're way too employed for this shit. Yeah, literally. I definitely think that both people involved went about it in all the wrong ways. Cool, thank you. You're welcome. Oh, is this another Plingus? Am I talking about this and I'm asking some more? Okay. Alright. I've also been having a pretty good time today, all things considered. Finally got a good night's rest last night. After several days of staying up way too late. Super, super good. And I'm gonna have to put in some work to schedule a couple of videos for the launch of 1.2. I've got a couple of good concepts. How much sleep do you need to keep up the content creator lifestyle? I mean, frankly, as much as I can reasonably get. It's just recently, like, because they were putting out a lot of, like, big news really late at night, it interfered with some stuff, and then there were some other situations that kept me up super late as well. That was just, frankly, not healthy. I am a morning person, and that is just an unfortunate part about me. I feel like night owls definitely have it a bit better in terms of content creation. But I should be able to get some good sleep again tonight and probably tomorrow as well, which will be excellent because we've got the 1.2 launch, which will be another late night release. But I am looking to have videos ready for then. At least conceptually, so I can put them out pretty quickly. All right. I gotta DM somebody real quick. Oh sweet, I got another wind spell. Only need a lot more of these. Alright. Ah, damn. Yeah. Yo, it's Dwally! With the big old cat rave! Alright, well. I'm looking back at my stream now. Sleep OP? Oh, yeah. Sleep is so good. You miss sleep, you're missing out on, like, everything. Good night of sleep always makes us feel amazing. Yeah. Good night of sleep as well as a good shower. Those two things will make you feel fresher than anything. Need to sleep 18 hours like other cats? Nah, 6 to 8 hours is enough for me. Because I'm not a cat. I mean, if I was a cat, do you think I'd be able to stay this active for this long? Without taking a nap? I've done some pretty long streams. Been sleeping 9 hours every day for the past 3 weeks. Huge. Great to hear, Blu-ray. So what do you call sleep delicious? I mean, it is pretty tasty. A shower? Fake gamer just like me? Nah, I shower max because that improves my gaming muscles. Because I take ice cold showers. As cold as they can be. I will sleep a third of my life, smudge. Yep. Same. Well, maybe closer to a quarter for me. I don't know. It varies, but probably somewhere in between a third and a quarter. Oh, wow. Oh boy. Well, it looks like I've got another thing to watch later on the stream, or after stream. You're watching away your luck and skill? Your luck and skill is that fickle that it can just be washed away in the shower? What? What if I only wash away the bad luck? What about that? No, you're not just a measly cat. You're a giga cat, but giga cats need giga sleep. Okay, buddy. 12 hours gaming per day, 3 hours TV, 9 hours sleep. Dude, that's such a nice schedule. I'm gaming a lot as well. How many hours do I have on Duet Night Abyss on Steam now? I'm already over 100 hours on Steam. I'd honestly have more if I didn't have like those couple of weeks where I had a bunch of IRL stuff to take care of, like family visiting. Alright. But I should be a lot more consistent from here on out. Job maxing? Hell yeah. Honestly, if I was, like, doing a real job, well, I shouldn't say real job, doing a traditional job, I think it would be kind of fun to do something like a night shift, even though I am still a morning person, because that would be, like, pretty chill, like, night shift at a hotel, I think would be pretty chill. Lamau. Lamau to what? What are we laughing about? And Night at the Museum vibes? Yeah. I'd want to get one of the super chill ones that kind of, you can just kind of play games or watch stuff until somebody shows up. That'd be pretty sweet. A real job? Yeah. Like, I'm not doing a real job right now and getting paid for it. Jeez. Okay, whoever got these things paid some bucks for it, because, I mean, it'll be closing in on an hour now. I mean, they'll go away when I turn off stream eventually, so. Almost spit your water? Ah. Alright. Being a creator is arguably the hardest real job. Any creative thing that you will do will be relatively, like, difficult. Mostly due to the complexity of it. There is a lot of things you have to consider. Though, I'm not sure if I'd say it's among, like, the most difficult. There are probably a lot more difficult jobs in this, like lawyer, doctor, aeronautics engineer. I think that one would probably be a pretty difficult job, a lot more difficult than trying to figure out a video game meta. Being paid to just exist is the best. Yeah, I should become disabled so I can be paid just to exist. That'd be pretty nice, except for the disability part. Work in the military and get like 100% disability. so I can just chill on that for the rest of my life. You're legally disabled? Ah. Well, I hope it's not too rough for you. I really do quite a lot. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. I get paid to exist? Okay, so what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to enlist in the U.S. military. You're gonna want to do some stuff there, and then after you retire from the military, then you're gonna want to get like some lawyer type guy who will try to like get you to 100% disability, and then you just get like free money for the rest of your life, even if you're pretty much just like mostly fine. My dad works with a lot of people and his job that are just like that. How many years would that take? I'd say probably like 5 years to a decade. Like 5 to 15 years probably. And all throughout that time, you get free food, free lodging, and pay as well. But you do have to be in the military. All right. Well, I think I'm at 30 on my pants now. Close to 30 on my pants, maybe. I want to end off my day today with 50, but the rest might have to come till after stream. Yeah, I just hit 30 on my pants volitions. Okay. I'll say this is gonna be pretty chill getting the rest of this done. Is it extremely hard to get into the military? There are things that you have, or certain requirements that you have to meet, like, I think you have to have a certain level of athleticism, like you have to not be disabled outright. You have to be mentally sound as well. But I don't think it's that difficult. You do have to go through basic training and boot camp, though. That's where, like, the difficult part is. Like, after you've been enlisted, that's where the hard part comes. But if you can get through that, you'll be cool. And then you'll probably have the most difficult decade, 2 decades, or decade and a half of your life, and hopefully you come out with enough money at the end and enough benefits for it to be worth it.
Furthermore, if World War III occurs with Greenland, I don't think Greenland's going to be a World War III situation. I don't think that World War III is ever going to happen, really. There's just not really a big enough reason for people to fight nowadays. World War IV speedrun. True. Nothing ever happens. That's the whole thing you have to remember. You're like, oh, would you look at the time? Please consult the chart. Always bet on nothing. Yeah, nobody wants to go to war anymore. Nobody wants another sandbox situation. I mean, Ukraine and Russia exist? Well, that's not a World War III situation. People are trying to make it up to be, but that is a very self-contained conflict. Only war is the trade war, but that's been going on since man learned to trade? Yeah, pretty much. Oh, the only world war. Yeah. Or is just too deeply unpopular. Well, I'm not saying that there's no wars going on. I mean, if we want to say, like, there's a bunch of wars that are happening in, like, Africa and the Middle East as well. But I'm saying in terms of, like, a world-scale conflict, there's just not enough there to make one happen. Well, wait, 27 views? Oh, are they finally gone? Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness I can turn off follower only mode. I guess it was only for about an hour. Alright, there we go. Hooray! Stream's back to normal! It's only YouTube wars. There's the gotcha wars, the drama wars. Yeah. What's more plings? Putting it public, okay. No. Probably gonna keep going for a while longer at least. I think it's definitely time for me to put some new stuff in the Forged Crafts though. You just killed the DNA category, I hope you're happy. It wasn't me, I swear. I didn't do it, it's not my fault. Forgiveness. Alright, let's see. Alright, that's right. I can't really do any more +10s without spending another track shift module. And we're so close to getting the new centerpieces that I would rather just wait. I've got like 5 and a 6th one crafting. So I'd need 2 more, and then I'd have 2 +10s and a +9 for my morales. Leaving with copyright is probably best so he doesn't react. Ah. Yeah. Alright. Well, back to the expulsions. Why no new Lumino centerpieces? Because they're doing Electro first. Lumino will come later. We shall see what it's going to be like, but honestly, I'm really excited to see what Lumino Summit will be like. Well, for a little bit, I was the best CNA streamer on the planet. For sure. Oh wait, that's right, I can get rid of the pin now. Alright. No, where's... Oh, did you get rid of the pin already? I don't see it anymore on my browser. Maybe I have to refresh the page. Let me try that. Okay, yeah, there's the pin. Alright, let me get rid of that. Alright, unpin this message. I'm gonna be pretty excited to see what the... Well, actually, yeah. I mean, they could change the Lumino Windstorms and centerpieces because those were in development still, very clearly. I just hope there aren't any other media server problems like that going forward. That would be the best. What we doing? Still wedging. I'm going to be farming wedges and maize until 1.2 drops, because those are the two things that aren't getting changed in 1.2. And when 1.2 releases, I'm going to be doing some max level, like level cap defense, so I can get some really, really cool amounts of, what's it called? Lunar mementos at level cap. Psych, you're gonna farm wedges forever? What? Even after I've pre-farmed everything, I'm still gonna be farming wedges? No way. I don't believe you. Are they gonna release more wedges? Is that what's gonna happen? Then I have to farm them? Again? Oh, no. So it's good I'm clearing out theater? Oh, okay. I cleared out theater within the first week because I needed that last milk for my Genimon for the summit. But clearing out theater is going to be super chill from here on out because I've got so many plus 10s on everything. I mean, Rhythm with the plus 10 wedges and the new windspows and stuff is going to be so chill. Oh, I just realized I'm gonna have to farm up some range griffins for Electro now as well, because I'm not actually gonna really want duration because of the new windspow on Rhythm. Actually, I don't know. She might still want some duration because of the what's it called? Because well, I mean, frankly, we're doing so much E-spam that her buff probably doesn't matter. It would only matter if, or duration would only matter if you're doing a full weapon build, and I don't think that's really the play for Rhythm. It is pretty hefty amounts of skill damage. But between Fushu and the new Windspow, she's not going to have any real energy needs. And any additional intent or efficiency or duration to reduce stuff from her ult will only give her less electric energy generation, which will lower her damage output. I've got so many of those similarities and holdovers. It'd be so nice to finally turn them all into other wedges in the next update. Convert them all! Alright. Probably got about, I don't know, another 5 or so hours of grinding level 40 expulsions until I've maxed out all the pans. And then it is just grinding out Windspows and the Nachteuger from then on out. But I shouldn't really need to farm up many Windspows because I'll already have more than enough Windspows for the, what's it called? For the Windspow morale, and I really only need that one for the time being. Or I should really only need that one for the time being. You said 300 viewers? Wow, you really fell off. Yeah, it happens, man. I went to use the bathroom and everybody left. It's a real shame. Really wish I could stop that. People keep telling me to bring the camera to the bathroom, but I don't think that's gonna help it. But who knows? Maybe those 300 viewers really did want to just see me pee. That's what they were waiting for, and when they lost their chance, they just left. Ugh. It's because you didn't take us with you. Alright. Is it a bot? Ah, hell nah. If your bot's been disappointed, streamer doesn't have a litter box cam. No matter how much you demand it, it's not happening. Alright. I'm at 34 volitions now. I farmed out 30 of them already on stream. Or maybe a bit less than 30. I think I started out with 8. So it's like 24 or something. Do I have a PO box? I'll send one. I don't have a PO box. And I don't need a litter box. Now, every time I try to build weapons, it looks like it's not worth it. Hope that changes. It will change. It will change very drastically in 2 days. Trust me, bro. It's gonna get crazy. Alright. Okay, I'll send it to your house. You don't know my address. How are you gonna send it to my house? Fingers crossed? You don't even have to cross your fingers, man. Trust me. It's gonna be crazy, okay? I'm the weapon guy. Alright? I've been a weapon believer. And I've been telling everybody that weapons are a lot closer to being good. That a lot of people will lead you on to believe. And not even close to being good, a lot closer to being meta than a lot of people would believe. And that happening is gonna be with those new range wedges. It's gonna be crazy, my guy. Alright. Expect great things coming really soon. I tried to warn people, okay? I tried to warn people that the rhetoric around weapons was too intense.
And now, they're gonna have to play dudes. I tried to warn them. Yeah, the new ranger wedges are genuinely gonna change everything. You'll turn into a believer like you, Mrs. Mrs. Who? Top 5 rank in the USA. Speaking, they still don't believe. Well, I wasn't top 5 rank at the end of the event. At the very start, I was. But I didn't have enough investment in my psyche. Yeah, weapons are gonna get really crazy. The weapons beyond Suck and Cannon is undestructible. I mean, watch it continue even after this next update. There's still gonna be people saying that weapons suck even when they're consistently out-damaging their characters. Mr. Streamer? Oh, okay. And then I'm gonna show them a video of Margie clearing Sybil in like 10 seconds. Can't wait for Isaac's Kejo summit. Dude, Kejo's genuinely just gonna become the honored one in the next update. Like, I'm gonna color my Kejo effects purple. I'm gonna put on that Entropic Singularity and just gonna be like, Kyoshiki, Murasaki. And obliterate everything in my path. Either that or I should build him like Toji. What do you guys think, Gojo or Toji? Probably makes more sense to be Toji. Normally attack lead enemies with rhythm. He doesn't die. Shoot him with weapon. He dies instantly. Yeah, rhythm backshot build is going to be really good. They hit him in before he spoke the truth. Yeah. That's still like my most heavily disliked video on the channel. Definitely Toji for thinking MH. I think you got the wrong anime there, my guy. Honestly, I might do a full-on montage edit. Just for fun with Kejo. Alright. Weapons don't suck, you do. Yep. That's the one. Is there another one? I thought Toji was only an MHA. No, it's Toji Fushiguro from Jujutsu Kaisen. I love watching you and love playing Duet Night Abyss. Just dropping by and hope the game keep going. What? I appreciate you and your support, man. Let's stay optimistic about the future of the game, because it does look like we've got bright things ahead of us. So long as the higher-ups don't kill the game. People read the title of the video and got mad? Yeah. They did. Hold to the insult, so boys keep plumping the truth. I will keep truking people. We'll build my silent sour. Oh yeah, dude, that... He's about to be really tasty. Let's see. Do I have anything like Toji Fushiguro on my... I probably did. Not much, though. It is hard to show like some Jujutsu Kaisen video without spoiling it. The Toji is a pretty freaking cool guy. Damn, forgot about JJK. Great show. Had a great movie. Oh yeah, dude. Jujutsu Kaisen's genuinely one of my favorite animes of all time. Season 3 has been stellar so far. And I cannot wait for even more of the Culling games. It just keeps getting better and better. Virus Gospel. I will preach about the weapons to all corners of the Duet Night Abyss discourse. The people will know. Especially when it comes to weapon rhythm, because weapon rhythm is going to be real crazy. I mean, she was already pretty good right now. Just not, like, as amazing as she could be. Now she's going to be insane. Like, nutty. Even more so when I have everything plus 10 per her. Which is part of what I'm working on right now, though I will have to do some more wedge defenses. I'm trying to save some green manuals for the update, though I'm probably going to wind up spending them all on defense regardless, so that's not really a big deal. But it would be nice to have some green stocked up for the centerpiece wedges to get those started up. But yeah, everybody, prepare your weapons, because they're about to get crazy. I hope you all have a lot of weapon track chest modules as well, because those wedges are going to be expensive as well. Do kind of hope we get, like, some melee, or the melee stance wedges get turned into centerpiece wedges. Either that, or we get some upgrades to the base tolerance of weapons. Either one of those things would be real nice. Grinding defense right now for Mentos. I'm going to be there in the next update because they changed it to where the defense will have a lot of scaling when it comes to rewards. It'll no longer reset on a cycle, so you can just keep going deeper and deeper and get better and better rewards. Of course, until wave 99, and then that's when it ends. Well, I mean, if I take a look at all the things I have, I got 40 Winspos, 35 Volitions, 26 Pans Inspos, 37 Spectrums, and 25 Eternities. Pretty good so far, pretty good. When I get these 200, I'll stop doing the expulsions and commissions and do the rest of the Sirens Winspos here. Sadly, even this update won't save Hellfire. They still need direct buff on multipliers. Yep, and they are working on that from what we've heard in main chat of the Discord. So it's just that there is coding issues that they have to deal with, but it is a high priority for them. Really? That's crazy. Have patch notes confirmed this? Yes, patch notes have confirmed this. That's where I got the information from. So all infinite missions are getting heavily buffed in the next update, which is going to be really, really nice. Let's see, how many more of these do I need to grind up? Yeah, about 20. Okay. Did they just not code characters' abilities in any sort of modular way? They did that for the new characters, but the older characters, they are essentially legacy code from older versions that they essentially had to rush into the latest, and as such is not functioning in a proper way that allows them to make stable adjustments without breaking stuff. So they are probably in a situation where they have to do a lot of recoding in order to get them to actually function in a proper manner. See, they have the patch now. Question is, will they give them the time to make another Warframe? I look forward to use Weapons 1. Yeah, I just hope they are granted enough time and freedom in order to make this game the best it can be. Yeah, these are easily some of, like, the hungriest and passionate devs for a game that I've seen in a long time. Like, they really, really are pushing themselves. And it's obvious whenever you see, like, all of the new additions that they're making on, like, such short notice, as well as, frankly, just the state of them on the live stream. Well, I do think it is probably about time for me to wrap things up in a bit. Another Warframe is a tall order, but not impossible. Oh, definitely not. Especially not with the work levels that they've been showing. Would be very interested in the Lisher sister weapons. We will have to see how things turn out. I mean, I think we'd probably have to get to, like, their prime equivalent to start out with. Alright, but, like I said, I'm gonna have to wrap up things about here. I've got a lot more video production work that I'm gonna need to get done, as well as some other things that I'll have to attend to in real life. So I will have to thank everybody so very much for tuning into the stream today. There were some issues, like, with the bots and stuff, but that all got wrapped up pretty short and simple. And we got a lot of great stuff done. We got the wedge exploration. We got a bunch of grinding done with the wedges themselves. And a lot more prep for upcoming builds. So, if you are enjoying my coverage of Duet Night Abyss and would like to see more, make sure you subscribe to the channel or follow the stream on Twitch so that you never miss anything from me. Also, I've got the Discord server linked on my Twitch profile, as well as in the description of the live stream. So if you would like to join up there, be sure to hit those links. And with that all out of the way, I want to thank you all so very much for tuning in. And I will see you all next time.